Hello, I'm Toycat, and RealismCraft 2.0 just came out. This was the first ever dynamic world release, and now that it has a brand new update, it claims to change everything about Minecraft in an even deeper way than before. But what's crazy about it is they've also upped the price. I think that marketplace content has been getting crazy overpriced, but as it turns out, they believe the opposite is true, and so the price has been raised to 2,550 Minecoins. Is that worth it? Let's find out. And by the way, we're now getting to the point where I do need to give this disclosure. I was offered a free copy off the map for reviewing purposes. I did not choose to take it. I have purchased this off my own volition. But what's interesting to note about this is that I'm not sure, just off the price alone, if you could decide whether this is worth it for you. And so is it? That's what I want to find out today. While also hopefully having some fun. Because if you can't have fun with $15 worth of Minecraft DLC, then what can you have fun with? Well, as you can see, we immediately have the RealismCraft of Realism, or the Realism part of RealismCraft. But yeah, when we punch trees, you'll start to see just how new things are, basically immediately. I also believe that if you turn on vibrant visuals, it will now be properly supported because this is a part of it. So if we go from fancy... We can't change that in-game, which makes me think that they don't want you playing vibrant visuals. But yeah, what's interesting about this, as you can see, this was a lot of the kind of vibrant... This was one of the fanciest ways to play Minecraft, most realistic, before that came out. And so a lot of the things that they've worked on have now been about gameplay. So now, as you can see, you can make your oak planks into sticks just like you could before, but I believe there are all sorts of new things we can make as well. So I think now when you make a boat, instead of being a boat, it becomes, well actually, I believe there's a sailboat in there. I think it requires some wool as well. As well as being able to make swords, you can make daggers. As well as being able to make pickaxes, you can make scythes. What is a scythe good for? Also, look, chairs and tables. Wow, I would pay. Also, they use vertical slabs in their construction. There's so much to see here today. And I guess the challenge is, how much of it can we see? So, let's first of all make that boat. I think that is a no-brainer place to start. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Let's start by making ourselves a boat, because the sailboat is meant to be one of the fun parts of this. And then let's also start by maybe getting ourselves a wooden pickaxe. So, it does have a book like every single other add-on that exists, but this is, in fact... Also, vibrant visuals are coming soon, so they're not in there yet. These are the contents of what you can find. There's a big QR code, and then there's dynamic light and visual effects, immersive sound, realistic animations. But now they've also updated things because there's ruins, outposts, temples, and countless other structures. There's also an updated Nether and an End even. Ooh, the End has been transformed with new biomes, plants, ores, and structures. And then we've got tools, gear, weapons. There's a lot for us to find in here. Should be a lot of fun. So yeah, hello everyone, how's it going? You having a good Tuesday? I personally really enjoy these kind of like live opportunities to see what a piece of content is all about. It's so different to what I usually do within Minecraft. What was that I just punched? I've got an antler, it seems. What am I meant to do with this? I guess oh wait, I can make an antler mount if I get another one, so let's go kill a deer. Now we're going to make ourselves some oak, so we can make ourselves a pickaxe, so that I can make myself some stone tools, if I can find some stone around here, that is. Oh, perfect. There's a big boulder specifically made for this. And then once I've got myself a stone pickaxe, I'm going to start punching deer to death, because I would love myself an antler mount. Just playing this right now, it's so good, says Dexy. Yeah, I do get the impression that we're having like a like kind of Minecraft mods used to be the big thing that people loved back in Minecraft in like 2013. And so it's funny that we're getting like the 2015 version of that, and like it's like, it's marketplace style. Which means that, Mojang or Microsoft, whoever you want to call them, but, like the company who creates Minecraft are now getting their cut of that, rather than it just being something happening in the game. Anyway, so now we're going to make some sticks, because it seems like they're required for everything. And then I'm going to make some daggers, just because they look cool. So this is the crafting recipe. This is what they look like. Oh, when you use the use function, you jump forward, it looks like. Let's now go stab this guy. I don't think he'll drop any antlers, but I still got to kill him just to be sure, right? And he dropped venison. Ah, that's cool. So yeah, this guy does have antlers, so let's charge at him. Okay, yeah, this is very goofy. This is a very goofy way to do anything. But as you can see, I've now got 2 raw venison. Was it worth it? Very good question. So Hightail may have been cancelled, but at least we have this. I do have to say, so many people have this like vision of like, yeah, Hightail is gonna do what Mojang couldn't. You know, like everyone believes that like, yeah, Minecraft is so easy to make, man. But the fact that we haven't seen a killer game come along is kind of proof that not. Also, I'm so in love with the deer animations. I think, as I'm playing this, I think this is a sign that I'm an out. So let me again as much. So I'll give disclosure about where it came from, but I'll also give disclosure about like my preference in Minecraft. I think that I do not enjoy superficial surface level stuff. So like the fact that the grass is blowing right now, it doesn't add anything for me. Arguably it removes. It's like a distraction. Like, does the grass blowing make the grass look realistic? No, that's not how grass looks in the real world. Does the grass moving make it look annoying? Yes. I think that like for some mobs having better animations might be an improvement. But yeah, so far I'm in it for the goofy things. I'm in it so I can have a stone dagger and use that stone dagger to jump onto trees. This might not be for me, but I do think that I'm willing to find the fun content in it. I definitely want to go to the end, that's for sure. But yeah, now we're gonna have to go find some sheep, because if we want to make a boat, we're gonna need that. Because inside of the crafting table, we should be able to find all of the recipes that we're actually going to want. So, as well as having the boat, there is also a flag. And if you take the flag and put it with the boat... Oh, yeah, as you can see. Flag plus boat equals sailboat. And a sailboat is way more impressive than something else. I've also heard there's cannons in here, which require 2 iron, a dispenser... Oh, that's quirky. A flint and steel, and some oak. So I've definitely got some reason to go caving. And some reason to go really looking. Also, yeah, this doesn't look like Minecraft anymore. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, am I... Like, I like playing modified Minecraft sometimes, right? There's a lot of things I really like about it. But, also, I feel like there's some things in Minecraft where it's like, but why would you change that? See, like, adding a seagull, that's funny. Let's stab the seagull. Ah, there we go. Show you who's... Oh, okay, he's flying away. Well, that... Okay, let's go kill these seagulls. You better be able to kill at least some seagulls. There we go, you can. And you get raw cod when you do. Okay, so they're a good source of food. Let's jump towards this guy. Yeah, got him good. I think the idea of adding seagull, fine. I feel like altering existing stuff in Minecraft, that's why I always liked the concept of add-ons. Oh, look at the foxes. Okay, that animation is cute. That animation is very cute. This is an improvement to the fox as I see it, because you are taking a mob that exists just to be cute and actually making it cuter. But yeah, let's go kill some sheep. I think that's a sheep over there. Oh yeah, it's a very funky looking sheep. But we'll kill him nonetheless. I need to kill one more sheep, and then I'll be able to make a sailboat. And in that time, I'm going to try and make a cannon, which requires a piece of redstone. Or a dispenser requires a piece of redstone. And then I think a bow as well, confusingly. Is this redstone here, or is this iron? Copper, maybe? No, what is this, chat? What am I looking at right now? I genuinely have no clue. So let's go down and look for iron. Maybe we'll find some. Maybe we won't. I would suspect that this add-on does what's called dynamic lighting. So again, this is a dynamic world, not an add-on. Minecraft has a lot of different types of content, and this is not what I just called it. But the levers are kind of weird. It makes it look like you're on hallucinogenics. Oh, you make me want to... Okay, let's get a lever out right now, and let's see what the the leaves are. Sorry. Okay, this does not make me feel like I'm on hallucinogenics. I'd feel like I was on hallucinogenics if that made me feel like I would just be on hallucinogenics, I guess, if that made me feel like I was on hallucinogenics. Anyway, yeah, look at this. We can now hold a torch. Can we put it in our offhand? No, we can't. Oh, okay, that's too much. Let's kill the spider though. Then let's attack the skeleton. There, get him killed, nice, good and dead. Then let's drop this. Oh god, that's a creeper. Yeah, let's get out of this cave. Let's just get out of here. Is there any iron? Yes, there is. So I have to come back. Oh, it's a big cave. Big cave. But I need to make sure I survive first. That is a good priority 1. And then we can make priority 2 all the rest of this. So I bet that somewhere in here there is some iron. What is this? Yeah, there's a whole new ore found in here that I don't know anything about. Oh, okay, just got murdered by a skeleton that snuck up on me. Great. Oh, and I don't have coordinates because they're not on by default. Honestly, crazy thing right there. So as you can see, that is the RealismCraft experience. Just and I enjoy the I enjoy the Minecrafty aspects of that a lot. Also, took out randomly joined my creative world today. What a nice birthday gift. Make sure to wish Dasher a happy birthday, by the way. Wait, that's your creative world, Dasher? I feel like I've seen that world in survival before. Suspiciously. It's salt or only mined with iron pickaxe. What can I do with salt? Can I use it to be bitter about the purchase price? No, more seriously, oh yeah, there's a deer here. Yeah, I do actually like feel like it's a bit of a struggle because I appreciate that a lot of people do value this, like especially Bedrock players. And I feel like for a lot of the add-ons that we review here, like I can actually be pretty useful about like, is this good for a survival world, etc., etc. But okay, I went this way. I'm having to really retrace my steps in an odd way here. Definitely gonna kill the seagull because that. Oh, that's just feathers. That's just okay. My bad. Sorry, fella. Come on, I've been waiting for your next video/stream. Says Prena Vrishpan 1196. Hey, thank you. The good news is you don't have to wait much longer because you're here right now. What add-on is play? Says Ben Eads. Yeah, I can't shake the feeling in my brain that these aren't like. I don't know what it is. There's like a. I think I'd love to like go deep at some point into my reasoning behind why most add-ons aren't for me in Minecraft. Also, I think we've started and gone terribly immediately. Okay, I think I went over here. And as long as my stuff is here, okay, there we go. Chat, it's dark, and I'm hungry. But don't worry, I'm going to do just fine. Here is my plan to do fine. Step 1, mine a piece of that. Step 2, make a furnace. Then I can superheat my food. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. There's tents in here. There's a... as you can see, they've updated a lot. Step 3 is to use my coal, or I guess I should really use, like, my leather, or my wooden pickaxe. And then we'll cook up our venison. Venison is goodison, I guess we would say. Then we're going to make some vertical slabs. Look at this, chat. Vertical slabs. And I'm going to cook these up in the furnace, because instead of using regular... Okay, no, I'm not. That's not going to happen. I'm going to make some regular slabs, because I've made a horrible mistake. And then we're going to cook those up in the furnace. Yeah, and then we got some cooked venison. Yeah. Oh, and I feel like that ate a little bit faster than regular venison. And then after we've eaten that, we can cook up our mutton and our cod and everything else, and we'll be good to go. If I play too many mods add-ons at once, overwhelmed is my brain, says Ben Eads. Yeah, that's kind of my, like, that's kind of my feeling too, is like, there's a... I feel like a lot of people... You know, I know, it feels like you're trying to, like, fill a hole. To me, Minecraft, like, add-ons and mods and stuff, and I know I have, like, a direct business interest against saying this, but I feel like less is more. I feel like a lot of people think, like, wow, cool new features, that must be better. But there is a certain point where you add too much and you mess up Minecraft, which is why I'm excited. I feel like most of the things I've seen I've been excited by. The fact that I'm like, oh yeah, vertical slabs, just as a fun little side note there. Kind of crazy, right? Look at this, chat. It's a vertical slab. They said it couldn't be done. They said it couldn't. But yet, here I am with the slab anyway. Can you place them, like, sideways? Well, that is weird. That is not what I was expecting would happen there. You can make basically fences if you do this and you believe in yourself. I need to get my weapon out, by the way, but I'm currently being chased. It's a bit of a pain. So let's just quickly jump over here, grab my daggers, and then go right back into this. And then we'll have to go find a bed, but that's tricky while it's nighttime. I guess we're just going to have to go find a village. I guess it's the classic, we're going to need that. But before I can go and find a village... Why is this cooked? Did I just put it in there even though it shouldn't have been? Anyway, I'm going to have to go find some iron in here at some point. So let's sort our inventory, because it's an absolute mess right now. And then let's go find some iron. I'm sure there's going to be some more in here somewhere. Like, that's just got to be true, right? You can't have a cave this big and not have some iron. And if you can, I'll go back to the previous cave. Okay, so run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, run, jump. Okay. Got a nice boost from a skeleton there. Did you build anything in this world, or sat in a cave quietly waiting for me to find you? Oh, it's, sadly, you don't have, permissions for guests on Dasher, so I couldn't do anything with anyone. So Cat never made it to the end of the stream, he just dies in the Nether, says Desi. We gotta beat Minecraft at some point, just to prove that point wrong, right? I do think I've died in the Nether such a crazy % of the time that I've been streaming it, that it is quite amazing that I've ever beaten Minecraft, given the ratio that I die in the Nether. You know, although it could be fun trying to go to the end in this stream, right? Should we make that one of our objectives? I kind of like that as an objective, right? I feel like I don't like this, like, let's just unstructuredly play an add-on, or, you know, again, a dynamic world in this case. Let's try and beat it, shall we? So that'd be the challenge? Let's make that the challenge, chat. As much as I've enjoyed these daggers, as fun as they are... Oh, what just happened there? I think we'd be better off going and getting some stuff done. Yeah, I've been working on a mod pack for my friend group for the last half year. I find balancing mods to be a challenge. Not too little, yet not too much is overwhelming. Yeah, exactly. That's why most just don't bother. And they're like, well, here's the stuff. If it's too powerful, then you'll really want to use it. Or if it's too weak, you won't want to use it. If it's too powerful, you'll really want to use it. So, of course, I'm going to err on that side. And from that perspective, it actually makes a lot of sense. And it's that perspective that I think is kind of more widespread damaging. Did you just dash? I did just dash. I don't know how I just dashed. It seems like it's attached to the daggers, but I didn't have my daggers out at the time. We'll see what that means. There's also a bit of a Ship of Theseus thing going with many mods. Once you modded Minecraft so much, does it stop being Minecraft? Oh, yeah, the Java mod packs got ridiculous back in the day. There's a... I think it's a tragedy of the commons situation, where every individual mod pack is trying to make you install it, and individually they all make a lot of sense. But once you start adding enough of them together, they stop making Minecraft anymore. And there's something really interesting in that to me. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab some water while I'm in here. It looks like there's a little pail of it right here. Now let's try and beat Minecraft, chat. Because nighttime sucks. You know, it's going to be dark, it's going to be painful. It sucks for most things, but it does make it does make finding lava a little bit easier. And so let's go do it. Also, I want to make a pickaxe, because someone said I can mine salt with the pickaxe, and they might have been being silly. But we'll go and find out. But yeah, Tom MD, that's a really good question. That's a really fun response. It's definitely one I think has some real merit. Okay, chat. I'm gonna mine the salt. Is that really salt? There's no way that's salt. It's a salt crystal. What can I do with salt crystal? I can make salt powder. What can I do with salt powder? I can make power powder, or I can make antler mount. No, okay. Yeah, it's this one recipe. Oh, I could... Whoa, that's cool. I can make leather, and then I've got string, right? So I can make a bundle. Yeah, and then I can store my dumb stuff like my salt in the bundle. Oh, yeah. That is an add-on giving me a solution to its own problems. I am down with that. A little bit regretful that the VFX settings can't be put in a bundle. So I'm going to have to say, do I care about any of this? I might later. Let's give it a look. Probably don't care about that. Weather? I mean, yeah, I don't like the idea of any of this, but none of it seems like so egregious. I have to turn it off. And so we'll just store that in the top left. I think I also have a book that I have to store up there. And there we go, chat. Are you ready to beat some Minecraft with me? Hope you are. Let's do it. So you can put a dynamic... So these slabs are just so strange, but I will take them with me too. Very, very, very strange. Let's now jump out of it and go looking for lava while there's any darkness left. Because that is important. And then just to... Okay, so we're going to have to swim into here. And then we're in a cave, and it's... Okay. This might have been a mistake, chat. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And there's even coal here. Which is perfect, because I'm going to need torches. Give it a good miney mine. So I didn't get my my dispenser like I was going for, but I decided to beat Minecraft, which is basically the same. And there is some night left. Hopefully enough for me to find some lava. Because if you want to go to the nether, the easiest way is a lava pit. How do you find a lava pit easy? Like this. So actually, funnily enough, I should be able to use these vertical slabs as a way to get myself up and high. So I'm going to give it a try, chat. Oh. It feels weird. It feels very weird to do it. But yeah, that vertical slab was actually quite useful for that. And I like that a lot. Okay, so do you see any lava? I mean, you wouldn't in this biome anyway, right? The extra VFX effects also make that tricky. But that's fine. Let's enjoy the day. Let's enjoy the birds, the bees, and everything we can seize. And then let's try and find a village, I guess, if nothing else. I don't like tiger biomes, whether they're realism or not. But we'll get out here. Those mod packs are trying to look like an entirely different game most of the time. Yeah, and for a lot of people, that's fun. I think it's worth saying, right? I think a lot of people feel like that is... Oh, what are you? Like, genuinely, chat, what is he? Does anyone know? Okay. He's wearing redstone armor, maybe? How do I get my hands on it? Oh, okay. He's got so much health that he's absorbed all of my daggers. I'm onto my stone axe now. Oh, no, a creeper! So my plan's to beat Minecraft. Let me tell you. They've started off a little bit slow. But they go in places. So I think if I wanna go that way. I wanna come back to spawn and then come back this way. That's what I'm gonna do. $15 is insane, says watching the cats in a microwave. Yeah, I think okay, so I wanna give credit to Sparks Universe here, right? Because they made something that I think is at least good. I think to make sure that you don't think like, wow, are they being greedy? Oh, you know, although you could make that point because they did raise the price. You know, they could have left it the same. It was already $10, right? They raised the price. Also, is this the right direction? I feel like I've headed the wrong way by mistake somehow. Minecraft's plan is to be at you. Minecraft 1, Soycat 0. Yeah, how about... Okay. I think what might be fun... Okay, it's like free... Positive X, positive Z. That's the direction I need to go. So, this way, and this way. It was a plan, but not a promise to beat Minecraft. You're all good. Hey, we're good. I would like to reiterate my sadness that you think that... sadly, my plan is not a commitment. And you were all very silly for thinking my plan meant anything. How dare you think I make any steps towards beating Minecraft? No, I'll make the credit. I'll give them the credit that like they're not getting anywhere near $15, right? I believe that the amount is still hasn't been revealed by anyone, so I don't believe that it's public information. But it is public information that Mojang are very tight-lipped about what goes to the creator. The same is true for Roblox. I think it's like, as a Roblox creator, you keep like maybe 20 to 30% of what your users spend. Also, I think this is an entirely different world, chat. I think I've spawned in, and I've gone somewhere else entirely. I think I want to beat Minecraft. I think I want to beat RealismCraft. And I think that if I'm going to be starting again from scratch anyway, we should start again from scratch in our plan here. I feel like I'm lost about knowing what biome I'm in or what block I'm looking at. Yeah, I think... Wait, what do you often press F3? Is that why you're saying that? I feel like I remember fighting this structure before. I'm pretty sure it's already existed. Oh, there's bones in there. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Okay. What we're gonna do, chat, is I'm gonna turn my plan to beat Minecraft into a pledge to try to beat Minecraft. I hate this. I think that is a good idea. Let's do it. Let's beat RealismCraft. You know, so just again, here's RealismCraft on the store if you want to see it. You have to... It would take all of the mine coins that I have, a non-substantial number. But yeah, I think as creators, it's not that they're like, yes, we want to make $15. They're out there trying to make some single-digit number of dollars, right? Because 30% of the money that you give to them goes straight to the platform you're on. Off the rest of the money, Microsoft have said they try to give the lion's share to the creator. Who's to say what that means? So yeah, let's create a new world, chat. Let's make sure it's a random seed. Let's not give it any seed whatsoever here. Random seed, RealismCraft, beat game. Should I be deciding to change what I'm doing 25 minutes into a stream? Who's going to stop me? Yeah, not you, that's for sure. So yeah. Beating the end. Can I beat RealismCraft 2.0? This costs $15. There we go. Okay. You ready for this? Hope you're ready for this. I think the seed reset. Yeah, there's if you leave no seed in there, for whatever reason, Minecraft will put in this. I'm kind of curious what that default seed leads you to. I feel like there's a fun question in there. But for now, let's do it. Let's beat some RealismCraft. I can't earn achievements? Why not? Because the world is built from a template. Oh, so if it was an add-on, you'd get achievements. But this is just for fun. That's nice. Okay, let's do this. Hello. IBX Toy Cat. Microsoft also chooses what the price is. I don't believe... So again, I have an NDA about prices, like for my own personal information. I don't believe that you are correct based on what is publicly out there. But if that is what Microsoft says, then I guess that is what Microsoft says. But I do not believe that that has a bearing on the truth in that particular case. Okay, hello, I'm IBX Toy Cat, and let's beat some Minecraft. RealismCraft style. So RealismCraft adds a lot of new things, as you can see in this guidebook. There's a new overworld of effects. There's all of these things, including a brand new end, and that makes me want to go and beat it. And so rather than like jumping into the end and showing it that way, let's beat the end the classic way, by starting like every Minecraft playthrough does, by punching a rabbit followed by an ostrich. Oh look, they added it. They voted for the savannah, chat. Do you think there's ostrich meat in this game? So yeah, this is a dynamic world, which pledges to make Minecraft more realistic, but also more dynamically vibrant in lots of ways. But also, it adds all sorts of new recipes that might make beating Minecraft more fun. This is like the worst spawn for like starting a Minecraft world. I have no wood, and so no way to do recipes. But I think I see a structure up there. That might just be some towers. So let's start in the way. Thank you.
Toy Cat Tax.
Hey, thank you very much. A massive thank you, Cheeky Fox. I just complimented your kind earlier. Also, remember to subscribe. Happy birthday to Dasher. Thank you, Cat. Thank you, Cat, indeed. You should vote for the savannah. So, here's the deal, chat. If you ever find yourself in a mesa biome or a desert, and you can't find any wood, good news, you can find sticks. You just have to break dead bushes. Oh, this is tall mesa grass. This isn't a dead bush. Is that a tumbleweed? What is a tumbleweed doing here? Oh, the tumbleweed gives you a bunch of sticks too. So break some... So again, it's kind of fun. I'm beating Minecraft, but also a lot of the rules have been changed on me. And that's kind of fun. Also, oh look, an ostrich punches it to death. Look, I'm doing what early explorers would have done in my exact shoes. So I want to go to that desert temple, but I genuinely have no wood, chat. I've never struggled this much with such a basic resource. But I'm still going to do my best. I'm going to punch all of these, hoping that some of it becomes sticks. Sticks are very, very useful for lots of recipes in RealismCraft 2.0. And yeah, we're going to do this. The ostrich is my favorite thing. You're a violent monster. Look, let's be real. If you love something, punch it to death. That's it's an old proverb, but it's still very valid. Oh, yeah. So there's all sorts of animations added. There's all sorts of blocks added. There is a lot of content inside of here, which is why it believes the price tag is warranted. But is something we're going to kind of come to pieces with as we go through this. Chat, there is absolutely no wood anywhere. Is this why they gave me, like, specific seeds? They're like, please don't spawn into them. Oh, there's a giant pyramid. I'm over here fighting for the small pyramid, chat. But there's a big pyramid over there. Let's go get it, I guess. So I'm going to drop this down because I just don't want it. And some mesa grass. I'm going to put this up in my inventory because I don't think it will help me. I think it will do the opposite. We got a rabbit's foot. Wow. And then I'm going to hope that there is some semblance of wood inside this temple. If there is any mob I have to fight, I will die. If there is a... Okay, that's a mummy, I want to say. So I definitely can't be going down there. At least not right now. But I can be looking around the rest of this and seeing if maybe there's some... Yeah, it doesn't look like a very woody place. Maybe a chest is in here somewhere. But I'm not expecting to find an oak sapling anytime too soon. And so let's instead enjoy what we've seen and then just jump right back out. Are those vultures? I have 3,500 mine coins. What should I buy? Oh, did you just buy Minecraft on the Series X like me? I mean, you could spend all of that money on this, right? It's a valid way to spend it. I do think there's a bit of a trickiness when they use a different currency, because you're like, oh, I've got this currency I'd better use up. What should I buy? Whereas if you treat real money that way, you'd be insane. Like, well, I've got $17 left in my bank account. What should I spend it on? And so you should wait until something important comes up, maybe. Also, and then you'll be better prepared. Chat, I've never had such bad luck with a seed. I'm 4 minutes in, and I still have not seen the site. I still have seen absolutely no sign of any single piece of wood or tree. I do think this this village, so this is going to contain some food and some iron, potentially. Hey, look at that, free iron, 2 apples, free apples, and some bread, and some saplings, and 6 obsidian. That's great. Yeah, we are killing it now. Plus a saddle. Those are less valuable, but still valuable. So I'm going to eat the apples, and then I'm going to eat the bread, and then I need to find a crafting table to make more bread. And if I find a crafting table, I could kill the iron golem and use it to make a pickaxe or a sword or something to be able to actually go in these structures. So yeah, I've never... I don't think I've ever seen a desert village crafting table. I've seen them in other village types, so I'm just hoping that you can find them here too. Hey, and I'm correct. So now I can officially make myself ladders, but also food. That's crucial. Oh yeah, I can make myself an iron tool. So if I make an iron axe, that will get me nothing. If I make a bucket, that will get me nothing. I can't make a shield. Yeah, I'm in such a unique situation here. I think I make a pickaxe because I can mine with a pickaxe, but I can also find other things. Straight into an iron pickaxe as my first weapon and tool. Then we grab some emeralds, we grab some extra bread. And yeah, you know, let's now go back to that pyramid and back to the desert pyramid. And I'm doing pretty successfully all of a sudden. I went straight from, oh god, what am I doing? Oh, look at the cats! Look how adorable they look! Oh, chat, look at these fellas. I love them. Anyway, Toycat's understanding of loving an animal is killing it to death. No, Toycat's understanding of loving anything is killing it to death. Which is why I'm so glad that I see you in this stream, Lexi. Yeah, I just, you know, I have such high appreciation for you, Lexi. You know, I just want to... My appreciation is so high, I just want to, you know, hold it underwater for 5 minutes at a time. Minecraft knows you love challenge seeds. Yeah, this is a good challenge seed. It's like, I do wish Minecraft had a bit more of this. Like, obviously, I think for a standard player, it's terrible. I think when you first get into a game, it sucks to have stuff like this. But I love, I guess, like, puzzle sort of stuff. Maybe I should just play some puzzle games or some puzzle maps or something. But rotten flesh, a golden apple, some string, some bones. It's not bad, that's for sure. Diamond horse armor, more gunpowder, more bones, so many bones, chat. So much rotten flesh. I think I might take the diamond horse armor, because I've got the saddle anyway, right? 2 more emeralds, this many more bones, this much sand, I'll do something with that. And then finally over here, we've got sand, we got gunpowder, we got everything we need to be pretty well stacked. Then I'm going to do the classic chat. Usually I'm not a big fan of TNT, like, what are you really going to do with it? But when you're going to a structure that you don't know well, it's always worth blowing it up first and asking questions later. You know, I've got to say, even though I can claim to be a European explorer, it's, you know, you're really seeing my American side come out with that logic. But yeah, I just to clarify, I'm not. You know, actually, at what point do you become American? You know, if you, I like burgers a lot, and I have been to Texas more times than a lot of Americans. Also, mineshaft hunting. Yeah, mineshaft hunting is genuinely what you would have to do at some point, Cheeky Fox. It's a fun idea. So let's now break into the pyramid, but down over here. So then we're going to look for... Oh, there is... So it's a normal desert pyramid still. So I'm going to drop some TNT down and just kind of see... Oh, that was a terrible idea. Okay, so this is going to solve a lot of problems for me, though. Yeah, the spawner's even gone, I think. Yeah, perfect. Chat, I think I absolutely nailed that. Honestly, I don't think that could have been done better, even if you were skillfully trying. And now we could do the same again. But instead my plan is just to full, and then to full, and then probably get the TNT from here too. Yeah, there's more TNT down. I know it, chat. I know where the TNT is kept. So now we have some spare TNT that will be good for, like, fighting the dragon later when we get there. It's, you know, that's kind of cool. Are there any chests back here? Yeah, it looks like they've made a more advanced version of the Desert Temple, which is kind of cool. So then there is a chest over there, but there's a fella in front of it. A fella wearing a lot of rags, it seems. But just like this. Oh, 2 diamonds. Yes, please. This much gunpowder. Sure, why not? And death? No, I don't agree with that. Not in the slightest. So here's the plan. We need to expose this to light so we can actually see. So we could do that normally. Or, more fun idea, we could do it using TNT. So let's just explode our way into here. Oh, we actually can't activate that pressure plate. Let's explode our way into here. Run away. Eat some bread. Yeah, this is incredible. I think this is one of the best uses of my time and TNT I've seen yet. But yeah, I'm guessing each of these little corners has some... Okay. Has some zombie people in here, but also has a chest. And if the chest can have diamonds in them, then heck yeah, it's worth me spending my time and going in here. Okay, this is the mummy fella. Hello. This is an iron hammer. Ooh, that's a new weapon. It's actually a weapon too, unlike what I'm currently using. And then rope. Oh, rope has got to be interesting, right? Also, I got oak saplings earlier. I didn't even like... Okay. Didn't even put together that was something. So let's now use this hammer. See what it's good for, chat. Oh, it's got like a cooldown. We got Java Combat in the house over here. But yeah, every one of these sections will give us something. Is it worth going through all the sections? Sure, why not? I will say that... Oh, no, that's a baby. That's a baby. Okay, I'm going to get murked by that baby. Yep. No, 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 no. Okay, very, very bad. Please die. So I can eat. Oh, no. Oh, nighttime looks beautiful. Yeah, my inventory got overwhelmed so early on there. But pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. That is actually... I didn't like the darkness in that structure, but it was there to, like, kind of tell me, like, look, bring some torches or get out. What are you doing in here? I have an intentional hatred of the Raymond's joke. Sorry, an irrational hatred. I mean, I assume it's an intentional irrational hatred. I guess irrational and intent... You know, there is a difference there, you're right. The hammer breaks 3x3 blocks. Oh, I've got to give that a try. That sounds like some fun. So I think I went that way around the Mesa Mountain, which means if I just go this way now, I should end up in a good place. No, I don't believe I went that way at all. I'm going to have to quickly pause. Good thing is I always have coordinates all the time, every time. Which means we can simply find out it was -x, +z. Which is this way. I am correct in saying. It's giving hightail, says Coley Lighting 8165. Yeah, I see how you get hightail from this. I see how you'd get that. Also, Brat, don't forget to set spawn. Yeah, the moment I was dying there, I was like, yep, didn't set spawn. But, like, it's really easy to avoid. And there's a baby. It was dead. So, those who despise baby zombies haven't heard of Vexes. I mean, Vexes are annoying, but they're so situational. It's like the Ender Dragon is no one's least favorite mob. Even though it's by far the most, like, cheesy, garbage... It feels too easy or too hard 100% of the time. I never fight the dragon and go, yep, that was the perfect challenge. I mean, to be fair, most people don't, like, critically like challenges. They notice when there isn't a challenge, but they don't... You know, I guess we're talking about the human condition here, but I feel like a lot of people, you know, like, you notice when something is missing, but you hate it when it's there. I think a lot of... So is that phantoms? No, they're just vultures or something. New title suggestion, beating babies with a hammer, realistic. One of my, early on, YouTubers started switching from titles that were, like, informative to titles that are just kind of silly and hoping that, like, you'll click anyway. I feel like I left that train way too late. And it's one of my, like, regrets as a YouTuber. Like, you could have... Way more people will click on a video if they don't know what it's about than if they do. Counterintuitively, right? Okay, so we need to get into this temple. Like we did before. And then we need to get down there. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Yeah, I think getting my stuff back is going to kill me. Chat. I don't have food. I'm reliant on... Okay, I can fall onto this half slab. Or this sideways slab. Then I can place some sandstone down. That's a creeper. That creeper is going to wreck me, chat. He's doing some weird head bob. So you can tell he's not entirely okay in there. Oh, yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like what I'm seeing. There's nothing I can do, though. You could peaceful switch, but chat, I don't believe in that. Okay, so please stay over there. Okay, I need to get my stuff back, so please stay away from me. Okay, I need to sleep in the bed. Okay, I can't rest, but my respawn point's been set at least. As long as the creeper doesn't blow up the bed, I'm fine. As long as he doesn't, I'm chill, chat. As long as he doesn't, no. Yes. Okay, now I'm good. Now I can eat the golden apple or a regular apple or whatever I need to. Chat, that was a little silly. But sometimes you gotta do things that are a little silly to have fun. Oh god. What is this? And why is this? So let's just make some pillars all the way around here so nothing comes and gets me. Then let's get out my weapons. As you can see, I did have a couple. This hammer is meant to be good for 3x3 blocks. I want to see how that really looks. There's a lot of my... Okay. Bad time. But no, creeper! No! I blew up my bed! Okay. So, yeah, as you all know, I am, in fact, a pro gamer. Should I have gone in and gotten my stuff? No, I should not have. Did I need to? Absolutely not. Did I do it anyway? Yes. It was great. Nice clutch. I think that comment came a little bit too early. 12 days and 12 nights. Okay, so we're going back this way. Hopefully it's correct. And then we're going to try and get back into... Again, I'm very committed to the death loop, chat. Very committed. The hammer broke quickly. Yeah, that hammer was not very good. But I think it might have came pre-injured. Pre-durables. It's like a trial hammer, you know? It's there. Try before I buy it. Should have set spawn. If only I'd considered setting my spawn. If only I'd placed my bed down specifically knowing that would need to be done. Perfect timing on reading these messages. Meteor. Those can happen. If you'll believe it. I could find a meteor at any point. Okay, let's try it again. I'll make it work. I know I can. I know I will. Okay. So, I am going to place a block here. Makes my pool a bit smaller. Then I'm going to take the exact same route I took down before. But this time better. Oh, there's two skeletons. Okay, it's over, chat. There's no way I'm fighting and killing skeletons. Okay, I need to place my bed down right now. Sleep it. Okay, guys, set my spawn. If they kill me, that's good. I get my health back. Then we need to switch out my... Oh, God, there's my pickaxe. This is my weapon temporarily. It's fine. I can actually at least spawn right next to it. Then I can try and kill them. I would detonate TNT, but I've got too much garbage on the ground. Boom! Chat, I am 17 minutes into this world. And I just need to get out of here. I think there's a lot of stuff I'd like to have. But what I would much rather have is my freedom. Oh, there's an enchanted bow here. Of course I want an enchanted bow over blue terracotta and sandstone bricks. Oh, okay. So now we just have to stack ourselves out gently. Oh no, let me off. Let me away. Let me away from this. Okay. Then we're gonna do a lot of silly sandstone sideways stab stuff. But now I'm finally getting out of here. Husk can't do anything about that. So yeah, chat, I've learned that the structures can actually be quite challenging and fun. And that is a pleasant surprise. But more than a pleasant surprise, it is a terrible, terrible way to spend a night. And did I leave my bed in that? No, I didn't. Which means I can officially lay it down right out in the front here. and say that that was technically successful. I've got enough for a diamond pickaxe, right? We're escaping the death loop with this one. We did it! We're out of the death loop, chat. I'm officially out. What am I going to do with my newfound freedom and glory? I don't know. Bundles would be useful right about now. I know, right? Bundles would be so useful right about now. So I'm going to get rid of some of the junk. Like, I've got multiple types of vertical slabs. Don't need them. I don't want the stairs. I do want the pressure plates. That's going to be like a lifesaver, I'm sure. I don't really need the feathers. When am I ever going to want those? But yeah, now we'll leave our spawn point here. No, we'll bring our spawn point. We'll pick up a new spawn point. Then I think, because we still don't have wood, just a reminder, I'm going to make myself a diamond sword and a diamond shovel. Or a diamond pickaxe. If I've got 6 obsidian, I should go for a diamond pickaxe. Because logically, I'm going to find a ruin portal. Although with 6, I don't really need to care. So I'll go for a diamond sword and a diamond shovel. Oh no, I'll go for a jukebox. I'm going to find some music today, and I'm going to enjoy it when I do find it. Oh no, I can't make a jukebox. I don't have the wood. So much of Minecraft relies on wood. So we're going to set our spawn point here. Grab this to bring with me. Oh, and there's a bundle! Wow! Look at that! The bundle in the village. Going to be useful today, let me tell you. So rabbit's foot, rabbit, string, orange terracotta, feathers. Just immediately clearing up so much space. 9 emeralds, which I can use to buy some goodies. And now we're going to go kill the golem because he will drop some iron. Thankfully, usually killing the golem takes like a bit of work, you know, a bit of stress, a bit of you know, going on. But I have a secret up my sleeve. And it's the fact that I don't need to worry about any of that. Because I've got the power of friendship. Chat, just like in real life, if you really believe and you put the effort in, you too can use this wonderful, you know, thing. This like connection between humans. Oh, I can make daggers. Oh, they do free damage? Oh, that sucks. I definitely want a unique way. Okay, so the scythe does the same damage as a sword, but it looks cooler. Can I make a hammer maybe? Oh, 5? Oh, I can't afford that. But, so yeah, the best weapon we can make is a scythe. It means I can't make a jukebox later, but it means for now I can go zoom, zoom, zoom. And isn't that worth it? But yeah, chat, I'm going to go make friends with the local iron golem. And assuming he is alive, which apparently is a big assumption. Yeah, I think he might be gone. I think someone else might have used their power of friendship on him already. And there might be no golem left for me to you know, prophesize into the, oh, hey, there he is, never mind. I'm just kidding. You know what, golem? I bet you've had a hard day. Would you like to tell me about it? I could give me a hug, maybe. I could give you a hug. Could be hugs all round for everyone. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly jump in there, and then I'm gonna run away. And just like that, we've got a significantly weakened golem. Then we start swinging at him. He is quite stupid when it comes to attacking, so I think we're gonna do just fine in getting away. Also, maybe the scythe has sweeping edge. Oh, you might be right about that, actually. I guess the only way to find out would be to attack multiple enemies at once. So I'm gonna have to break one of these blocks down. Oh, the scythe sucks. It's like, it's doing damage, but in a weird way. So that's now enough. Oh, look at how big it is, though, chat. Makes you just want to try it out on some enemies, doesn't it? The power of friendship in Toy-Catish means be powerful enough to slaughter your friends. Oh, look how tiny the bell is compared to this. Chat, scythe versus bell. I'm just saying, you could subscribe to the channel, you know, hit that bell, or you could hit the channel with a scythe and see where that takes you. Probably will get a higher chance of being notified of videos, am I right? Anyway, 2 daggers, so double, I guess. Oh, you're right. You're doing double as much. I guess if they're measuring per second. But that's still worse than a diamond sword. Quite substantially worse, I would say. So the bucket is always useful, even if it's not necessarily my go-to. I can make some TNT, amazingly enough. I'll make at least 1. And I can make a balustrade. Not something I've ever considered, but I guess I can. But yeah, I'm today, right now, chat, I'm going out. I'm going to take this second crafting table. That's not a crafting table. I'm going to go out and I'm going to try and find a lava pit or a ruin portal. I bet that RealismCraft adds its own ruin portals, so that shouldn't be too impossible to do. Let's swing my scythe. Oh, I should make armor at some point. Or should we swing our scythe into that new desert temple we see? I mean, it's probably all laughs and fun in there, right? And you can tell because it's got some basalt on the outside. Or is it basalt? It's, oh, it's sandstone walls. Interesting. So, let's get in here. And let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I think it's just a desert temple, but slightly altered in terms of appearance. Yeah, very, very standard on the inside. So let's now drop ourselves down using regular sand, if I've got some. That's cut sandstone, that's sandstone pillars. This is sand, so make ourselves a nice big pillar down. Big enough that we can survive any falls, obviously, or any accidental explosions. Eat the apple, because it's just cluttering me up. Get some iron, get some gunpowder. I want to know what rope does. I'm definitely going to put that in my bundle for later. Get some sand, get a golden apple. We've got lots of tools that... Oh, spikes! Chat, you can make spikes. I have my concerns. Oh, and salt! We can make another bundle if we needed to. But yeah, we don't need to do that. We've got... Yeah, this is a kind of lame one, if I'm being totally honest. But it's TNT. Oh, it's way more TNT than usual. Whoa, look at this, chat. Okay, so that's what makes it cool, is there's more TNT here than you could ever know what to do with. What, like, seriously, what am I meant to do with this many stacks of TNT? I'm guessing there's something down here at the bottom. There's no way they just have 2 stacks of TNT hanging out. Except I'm wrong, they just do. Okay, chat. This is a TNT run of RealismCraft. I do still intend to make cool things like the scythe. But clearly... You know, should we detonate it? Like, what could go wrong with that as an idea? I defy anyone to tell me. So, let's detonate the pressure plate. Have to be really careful about this. And then let's start sanding up right now. Okay, okay. That was unpredictable. There was no way of knowing that that was going to happen. That is a disaster that might have set back my plans a little bit. Because I think there's a good chance that all that TNT I just placed might have, again, we're just working on a theory here, that might have messed up. Also, seriously, what is realistic about this amount of TNT? It's RealismCraft. Don't question the methods. Okay, so I'm going to grab some hay bales. You'll die, says Quay Insert. Wow. That was a prophetic comment, as it turns out. You knew exactly what was going to happen to me. I want to get ads on a stream. It's so frustrating. I just got some random AI one. Yeah, I'm a real big evangelist for YouTube Premium. I think it's crazy that people... Like, for the same price that you pay for Netflix, you can get YouTube, and you can get, like, the equivalent of Spotify, YouTube Music. Like, I'm such a big, like, why would you not? The only reason people argue is that they wouldn't is because, like, well, Netflix isn't free by default. And it's like, but you wouldn't... If Netflix was free with ads, but you had to watch 8 minutes of ads every, 20 minutes, you wouldn't accept that, like, which is the standard for TV. And so I feel like YouTube's like, yeah, chat, I don't think I have anything left. I think there is absolutely nothing here for me. But let's find out. Okay, so what I have left is some granite and some cobblestone. And that scythe was good. That was a good... I'm glad I had that scythe for a little bit. The bad news is I thought I had more than... I thought I had a lifetime of TNT. And I guess, I mean, in one sense of that word, I was correct. I love... I have YouTube Premium because my kids are too young to know what ads are. I mean, a lot of, like, advertising, like... The amount of kids' TV ads, like, I've watched, and the amount they probably shifted what I wanted as a kid, is, like, huge. And, I am actually, like, fine with that. It's like, well, there's a lot of cool kids' toys I wouldn't have known about. And even if I don't get them, they'll help me know that stuff is out there, Okay, chat, yeah, I've gone significantly backwards in time. But actually, I can make myself a set of stone tools now, because I didn't get the... Yeah, okay, chat. So I've just lost my ability to have a diamond siphon and iron pickaxe. But if I can kill the right number of dead bushes, and it is killing, just to be clear, then I'll be able to make stone tools. Yeah! We're getting closer and closer to beating Minecraft by the minute. The worst subscription is Prime since they added the video ads. Yeah, Prime's a bit different because you pay for Prime, but you don't specifically pay for the video on Prime. At least I don't. I think you can. And I think they're trying to change that so they can improve their budgets or whatever. But you're right, it feels bad to be like, this is a paid service and there are ads. But so something about, I think people think YouTube isn't worth paying for or something. And it's like, well then, you, like, in every service, you know, there is a... Like, I think that YouTube does then take advantage of that by deliberately going a bit over the top on the ads. But still, it's an interesting problem. Okay, so let's now make a pickaxe, and an axe, and a sword, and some daggers, and some bread. I don't have as much bread as I had before. But, yeah, we've come out of that not necessarily that much worse off. Chat, I think that blowing myself up was not a terrible decision. Except for losing the obsidian. The obsidian was very important. I regret that. I feel very bad about that. Okay, so, yeah, this desert biome is never ending. But we've gone that way and it's gone nowhere. There's a lion here. Do you think the lion will attack me? Chat, do you think I should attack the lion? Oh, okay, okay. The answer is yes. Okay, let's go. It's a lion attacking time. Oh, and there's a creeper. So I got leather from the lion, which is great. So if I combine that with whatever this guy is a spider? Looks like it's a desert spider. I should be able to make a bundle. And I had a bundle before I died, so it'd be nice to have another one. Paying for YouTube is silly when ad blockers exist. Oh, but that's like... Paying for Netflix is silly when... Like, I actually do think... the moment, like, the 18th service brought out their own streaming platform, took their stuff off Netflix and Disney Plus or whatever, that's the moment where actually that became popular again. But, like, yeah, like, it's... There's a weird thing about if you're offered something for free, but people are like, oh, but what's with the but? Whereas if something is paid, then everyone's like, oh yeah, I understand pricing as a mechanism. It's like, it's an interesting part of human psychology. I'd love to truly understand why it is. Because in theory, you know, right, you could say like, well, I think that prices are the machine, man. I think prices are other people telling us that I've got to buy you, you know, a share of your net yatched, just so that I can enjoy my content that I need to watch with my borscht in front of my TV. Yeah, you're against piracy. Oh no, I think in terms of like, I mean like, okay, like I think like everyone is against like piracy, right? Everyone. I mean, everyone is against the concept of like, you know, if you can support something and you choose not to, that, you know, like I mentioned this in the members Let's Play, but it's like, yeah, it's like, would you, these tents are interesting, by the way, chat. What do you think they do? Are they going to speed up the day? No. Okay. That's fun. Can I break it and bring it with me? Oh yeah, I can. I'm going to bring that tent with me. I'm guessing you can sleep, but without resetting your spawn point. Which sounds good. What's your drink today, Toycat? I've got just a glass of it actually looks like I'm drinking my own pee. And so I'm gonna let you, if you want to believe that that's what's happening, I'm not gonna take that away from anyone. You know, if you're out there like, yeah, Toycat's one of us, don't worry, you can claim me for the pee drinking community. You know, it's like 99% water anyway. But this is kombucha, I believe it's called on the label. It's a brewed drink. It's very popular amongst people who like can't drink beer. But it's also just like a trendy, will cost £4 at a decent grocery store sort of thing. Those ads back in the day, you wouldn't steal a car. The music they used for that was pirated. Yeah. Oh, but you know, it's such a funny, like, I feel like, you know, it's an interesting one because I feel like cars are one of those things that weirdly everyone is like, yeah, you wouldn't steal a car. But if you could take a car and you wouldn't deprive the original owner of it, I think a lot of people would be like, yeah, if I could drive my parents' car at the same time they're driving their car, why wouldn't we do that? Wouldn't it be silly for me to say, no, that would be piracy if they had a copy and I also had a copy? I think, yeah, there was, during my like formative years on the internet, a lot of people like even YouTubers that I knew, there was a guy I knew, funnily enough, from the Netherlands, to tie that all back in, who got like in really serious trouble for all the piracy he was doing. Like a bunch of companies would like follow the torrents and like, you know, like make guesses about your IP and use that to send you a letter demanding money basically for the copyright infringement you'd done. It was like a big thing at one point. And I do think weirdly that the most effective way to convince anyone to pay for something is say, oh, look how bad it'll be if you don't. I just also happen to think that's like the least moral way of convincing someone. Grab a bed? Don't worry, I've got a tent. Who needs a bed when you've got a tent? Also, good news. If you worried, internet, that I was if you had any fear that I was not gonna get some TNT again, if you thought it was gonna be a TNT-less run, then don't worry about this one, because here we are, another desert temple. I am curious about the different designs of these. Oh yeah, this seems to be quite common with the little wall in here. I'm gonna re-pick up some string and some rope and some bones. Those are all useful. Gonna get a golden apple and some iron and some emeralds and a golden scythe. Yay, we're back to where we were. It's not diamonds, but it'll do. And we got 5 iron, which means that eventually when I do find a tree, just a reminder, I'm now 35 minutes in and no tree. And yeah, chat, so I've learned my lesson on this one. I've learned that there's a lot of TNT in here, but I can't just act like I'm going to get the TNT for sure. If I want to play it safe, and you better believe I do, what I've got to do very, very carefully here is I've got to make my TNT pile. Again, this is a precise operation, chat. I've got to make my TNT pile and then immediately be ready with a sandstone-like block. Okay, so you understand what's happening here, right? I'm going to put my sandstone down there now. And we're going to try this again, but better. Last time it didn't go well, but this time it's going to go really well. Okay, chat. What could go wrong with me detonating a bunch of TNT again? Okay, 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 okay. Oh, no, no, oh, no, 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 no. I mean, the answer is actually quite a lot. Anyway, that time though, as you'll see, I learned from my mistakes, and now I get to explore back to my deck. Yeah, that was good. All of my stuff survived, and I almost did. I almost did myself. I'm pretty proud of that. Nothing got destroyed. Exactly, Scoopsky Cat. We nailed it this time. So then the third time I do this, okay, chat. You're seeing this, right? This is the it's the tale as old as time. It's the 3 wise men. It's the big bad wolf. It's the 3 little pigs. The first time it's Little Red Riding Hood. The first time, horribly wrong. The second time, oh, closer, kind of wrong in a different direction, but third time, it's gonna be beautiful. Next time you see me do a TNT pillar, it's gonna go wonderfully. And now we've actually found some water too. I was just looking for some water because I'm gonna have to use it to make some lava. And oh, look at that! Because it's nighttime as I come here, I found that big reservoir. Oh no, that's the tents. I think those are the tents. But yeah, this went really, really well. I'm happy. Trust me, I'm so happy right now. Okay, so let's grab the hay bales. I think I need some more bread anyway. Goldilocks though. Yeah, go the three wise bears. One of the bears goes into the woods looking for a house to blow down, and they find out that this little girl is in each of those 3 houses, And so they go into the first house, and on their way to blow it down, they have this bowl of porridge. And they blow at the spoon to cool it down, and they blow at the spoon as hard as they can, but all of the porridge goes off the spoon the first time. So they go into the second house, and Goldilocks is also in there. And they blow at the spoon, and they're trying their best to, like, cool it off. And, they've blown all the porridge off the spoon again. And then finally, by the time they go into the third house, they blow at the spoon, and the porridge actually cools down to a perfectly, you know, eatable level. And then they have both porridge, and they've got a house in which to eat the porridge. And that is the, it's a tale as old as time, really. But yeah, let's go grab our stuff. Oh no, he's got one of my things, chat. Good news is I've got 2 of my things. Yeah, call an ambulance, but not for me. Okay, so now we need to get a... Oh, I don't have any way of seeing anything. But I need it to be dark when I get outside, so I can't even go to sleep, chat. Don't... Okay. I just need to pick up all my garbage. You know what? Calling it garbage is very demeaning. And what are mobs doing spawning in here to begin with, honestly? Okay, so there is coal just up there. So I have to do a lot of inventory organization. Okay. There's a mob in front of me right now. And I need to eat real quick to... where's the food? 1 rotten flesh. No, don't kill me! I went so far to get here. No, don't do it. You don't have to. It doesn't need to be this way. Okay, it doesn't. We're good. Eat the rotten flesh. Stack ourselves up some. Okay, life is good. I just need to make a big tower up. And then maybe... Is there any chance of coming out of this without... I can eat the golden apple. I'm eating the golden apple, chat. I don't like death. And I've lost enough golden apples to craziness before that I'm not going to do it again. Okay, and then let's just sandstone our way out. Whee! Schrodinger's little girl in all 3 houses simultaneously. Oh, you're right. I think I might have mixed... Yeah, I think that's what that is. I'm clearly mixing up fairy tales a tiny bit there. Since when do bears blow up houses, Toy Cat? Oh, I think the reason the bears started blowing up the houses was because they had political grievances about how they were treated by the government. And they didn't feel like those grievances were being treated correctly. And so they started a campaign of well-placed bombs against civilians. Because that's what you do, just naturally. You know, like, people are responsible for their government's actions, and so you should hurt people if they've got a bad government. Widely known. And but after the Bears campaign of resistance against their government went on for long enough, they realized that as well as harming the government buildings themselves, they could go to private residences. And so that's why the Bears were blowing up the little red Goldilocks' house. So, what's the best song and the worst song you've listened to? Oh, the best song by far is Pig Step. It's an absolute banger. If you don't think it's a banger, you haven't listened to it. Worst song, by far... also, by the way, we've got some lava now. You know, I don't believe in negativity, actually. You know, I believe in positivity. That's why I'll only be saying positive things for the rest of the stream. Okay, so... kill spider for string, you need a bundle, says Neon Dragon. I do need a bundle. It is true. We can get some redstone, by the way. And that would help me make that cannon that I need. So let's try the hammer first of all. Oh, this is not... Oh, yeah, this is not doing what I thought it would. If it can destroy 3x3 blocks, why can't it destroy 3x3 mobs? Anyway, let's go to sleep in this camp. I'm just kind of curious as to how that looks and works. Okay, chat. Will nighttime... Oh, the time is moving quickly. And that is good. See, it's not actually time moving any faster, though, as you can tell. But it does mean that mobs are burning, which is all I care about. So yeah, we're going to go to the Nether without ever having actually encountered wood in the overworld. I think the first wood I'll see will be in a Nether biome, if there is wood in the Nether biomes in this. I remember RealismCraft got a Nether update, a date forever ago. But I don't remember anything inside of it, so... Let's do this. Over here we go. This is the classic Nether portal technique. Everyone loves it. Always does good. So I don't mind actually filling this up too high as I'm trying to make this, because it could go wrong. I find this text pack odd. Then again, I have a hard time adjusting to the official text pack update. Yeah, I feel like the way everyone's responding to this is making me feel like, do I just dislike change? Is that what this is, chat? Like, because I'm finding it, like, bizarre. It's, like, needlessly bizarre, too. I'm not, like, I don't get any of the value in this improvement. I'm just getting all of the confusion. You know? But that could also just me being a bit like, oh yeah, nostalgia is my only tool that I have. So we'll build across here, and then across there, and no. Okay, I got the last piece of lava. I need one more piece, but I'm hoping below here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. There is one. So let's now put the water there. Oh, how are we going to light our portal on fire, chat? Oh no, I didn't consider this. Also, I built the portal wrong. I built a bit of a 3D portal. Okay, so... Oh yeah, we've balls this up quite monumentally, actually. So I'll put some lava down here. And then I'll put the water on top there. And then I just need to put lava there, and then, yeah, it'll be great. Okay, chat, how do we make a fire without having wood? There is a way. We've just got to come up with it. So I'm thinking, okay, option number one. Oh, yeah. Option number one, we need to, okay, so put it in there. And we'll put that a little bit higher up. And now we got ourselves a slightly tall portal. Slightly tall, not crazily tall. A campfire is sort of woody. Chat, what is flammable? That's what I need. I need a flammable material that doesn't require finding a tree. Dark sandstone? A tent? Do you think a tent might be flammable? It looks like it should be flammable. Let's go find out, chat. Let's light fire to our tent. I'm going to place it down nicely over here. Oh, it's big. It doesn't fit. Okay, so we're going to have to make a little space for it, it seems, first. Easy peasy. Then we're going to light that tent on fire. Okay, the tent does not like being placed. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it needs like a 3x3 space. Okay, yeah, this is a lot of work. A door? Oh, a door! Clever. Are there doors in sandstone villages? There we go. Okay. So my first option is this, right? It seems like it would work easier. Oh, it's not the last lava. Okay. So we put lava there. Lava spreads. Lava catches the campfire, the tent on fire. But because it's an entity, I think it's not going to work. Okay, we're going to go grab doors. If they do exist in this village, we are perfect. Are you flammable, Toy Cat? After all, you can't technically subscribe to your own channel. I am, in fact, flammable, Toy Cat. As distraught as I am to learn. Hey, there are jungle doors? How did they pick jungle doors for villages? How's my brain never put together that there is jungle door? Like, does that mean that we have jungle villages effectively? Now, I've just found the best clickbait title for my next YouTube short. Okay, so we'll make some wheat and some more wheat. I'll make 42 of that. And then I'm going to bring the crafting table with me. Because crafting tables also catch on fire. Hay bales? Yeah, the crafting table's smart. The crafting table gets flame, but doesn't... Yeah, the crafting table not being perfectly lit is such a handy character. Oh, no! Oh! So you can ride ostriches, chat. I've learned that handy fact now. I assume they don't have their own saddles, but who's to say? Okay, into the nether we must go. Oh wait, this thing we don't want there. We want to specifically break this. Then we're going to place down our door. So I don't want this. Oh, it's raw iron actually. It's quite valuable. I'm going to place down my door over here. And then we try to get my door lit on fire. And just in case, you know, like the lava... Hey, wow, perfect, chat. So perfect. And now that crafting table can be on fire for as long as it likes. Am I going to survive going to the nether? I don't know. What I do know is I don't need lots of this garbage. So in it goes. Large barrel cactus, limestone. It's me stone. Dark sand, dark sandstone. I'm just gonna throw it all in there for now. I'm gonna put my furnace out actually, and I'm gonna cook up some copper. I'll cook up my iron for sure, and I'll see what else goes. And I'll bring some more lava with me to the nether, because you never know when you need lava in the nether. That sounds like sarcasm, but genuinely it's happened enough times that I'm now starting to think that it's just a good idea. I still can't craft myself a shield, but I could craft myself like a tree saw. Or, you know, a fishing rod sounds good too, actually. But, yeah, should we craft a fishing rod while we can? Yeah, let's do it. And then let's also craft ourselves, steel daggers, an iron scythe, an iron hammer. Iron helmet would look pretty cool. I think I might go for an iron helmet, chat. No, let's decide once we're in the nether. Let's do this! It's a great question. My the yacht stretch. Also, I'm 49 minutes into a world, and I haven't seen wood yet, without, like, specifically going out my way not to see wood. That is objectively quite crazy, right? Also, Dasher, if you could be our coordinate Duchess right now. Coordinate Countess. Yeah, if you could be that, that'd be good. Oh, so that was just a random storm. It's over now. That's good. I'm gonna put the bones out and get this out. So I've got 2 arrows, chat. That means I can kill 1 mob. Except, I think the daggers go away, and I just use like blocks. And then we're going on a bit of a journey in the safest way I can. I need to get gold quickly, and then I need to go back to the overworld to craft it probably. Okay, so we're gonna bridge across here. Those are regular piglins, I think. I've never seen a baby. Yeah, that's a zombie. Weirdly, I have seen a baby zombie piglin. They're not the standard, but yeah. Now I have to trickily build under this. Easy peasy. Mine the gold. Oh, I threw that gold nugget on the ground, but I'm just about to actually need them. I'm gonna get some gold boots as soon as possible because I have no armor. And there's going to be other threats to deal with in the nether before even considering gold. Wow, those are insane particles. Yeah, that was very over the top. Hay bales have a flammability of 60. Oh, do they? I thought Kat was going by vibes when she suggested that. But it makes sense that they can catch on fire. I mean, like, it seems like a flammable block by vibes. Apparently it's not just the vibes, though. Useful to know. So yeah, we could mine a little bit more gold. No, let's go be safe. I shouldn't have left my crafting table in another dimension, but I've technically gone to the nether and back safely. Wow, very pleased with myself. Yeah, very happy with that. 4 gold. That's some boots. Yeah, chat. I had someone say a comment on one of my videos recently that was like, has Toycat been watching the butterfly effect again? Is that why he's started talking deep once more? And I think, every time I, like, learn anything deep about that movie, I always have to remind people, like, but the real ending of the movie, you know, is actually, it's much deeper, but also less deep in how much less deep it is. And because you know it's one of my favorites. The idea that like any change you make to your life could like change everything. Even like right now in this stream, right? Every one of my deaths could have been easily avoided by some tiny little thing. People call it the butterfly effect because it's the idea that one flap of a butterfly's wings could change, you know, like could cause a hurricane on the other side of the world. And it sounds crazy until you think like your entire life is reliant on all sorts of random luck to get you in the right places at the right time. That's my first wood I've seen, by the way. But I'm going to whatever this is first. Oh, it's just a tree. Just a different type of tree. But, yeah, I think it's interesting because the plot of the movie kind of, like, takes it in, like, a really deep love angle. Of, like, no matter how awesome he can make his life, he always makes the person he loves miserable. But the, oh god, okay, chat. Oh my, so, okay, hammers suck. Hammers really, really suck. Do not use them as a weapon. They are not meant to be used as a weapon. That is what I've learned from that situation just there. Also, we got both forests at the same time. I can finally use my axe to get some wood. And then I don't even know what I want to use wood for at this point. Do you need wood in Minecraft? Why is there snow on top of the basalt? Because that's how that's also moral of the story, never trust the butterfly. Hey, Mufa Poofrose! Thank you for becoming the 381st channel member. It is kind of scary announcing like, oh yeah, we're doing a memberthon on Sunday. If you haven't heard, by the way, we are. Because it's like, I worry like, everyone's gonna be like, why would I become a member now? I can become a member then, and then I can reap more benefits from it. But yeah, we'll be doing a memberthon on Sunday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We live in a crazy world of a million butterflies. All we can do is make a conscious choice to be kind. Yeah, but I think it's like, it's crazy because even within the neutrality, within the, also this is such a cool looking biome. Such a cool looking biome. Like the universe is kind of, if you go on a deeper level, it's like indifferent to your actions on that level. Like, you know how like if I'd have made one more mistake, I might not have died. If let's say you know you meet your girlfriend who becomes your wife, who becomes, you know, like your business partner, the mother of your children, you know, like a really important person in your life, the most important in a lot of people's life. Let's say you meet them, you know, because you bump into them at the supermarket, or they're waiting in line behind you at the sandwich shop. Let's say that your whole life is reliant on that fact, and you go back in time 10 years and you try to like remake it. You could try and do everything perfectly that day, but when you get to like this intersection, the light goes yellow, and you decide, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna make sure I stop here, just to make sure I don't die. And you know, but like being like an extra minute late to that next intersection means that you get to the sandwich shop and she's already out the door, and that whole perfect interaction doesn't happen again. That's an example of how like actually the universe can be. Also, that is far too many skeletons. Oh, and that's a blaze. Okay, chat. So we found what we want to. But also, it is terrifying. And so I've got to get out of here. So that's good, though. I'm going to make myself a shield. That's what I wanted the wood for. What was that thing? Is the memberthon public? The memberthon is, I mean, in what way would it not be public? I mean, it'd be funny to do a memberthon where it's like, I am live streaming and only members can watch. That is how we will get more channel members. It is, I think Xavier was talking about like, oh yeah, it's like a common thing to do member-only streams. But I still don't try to. I still, you know, in a world where a lot of people say, yeah, unless you force me to pay for it, I don't think it's worth paying for. Oh, okay. I should be dead right now. It is a relief that I am not. But I'm just gonna crouch away into here. Then I'm gonna eat. Then I'm gonna get inside. Okay. Go for me. Attack me. Okay, I'll attack you. Yeah, I do need these arrows, so that's kind of good. Then I'm gonna go inside, chat. Oh, okay. What was that noise? Oh, it's a weather event. Okay, so here's my thinking, chat. I've got a lot of TNT. Okay, I need to have TNT out. The scythe is good, the daggers are not. I'll get TNT out, and then I need some way to detonate the TNT. I don't have any flint for a flint and steel. I have levers, though. That's probably easier than... Oh, okay. No, I'm getting ganged up on. Okay. I'm safe, chat. I'm gonna survive. It's amazing that I'm gonna survive this. But I am going to. Then I need to sit in here and I need to make myself a bunch of levers. Then I put the levers next to this, and I put my sword over here, and I put the lava bucket away for now. I'm just not gonna need it. Okay. Then I sit and I do bedrock healing. Is it public and that anyone could chat? Yeah, I think doing members only chatting is fine. But I still think it's only for like really big streams that it makes any sense. And Even then, I'd rather have slow mode. Well, I guess if you have slow mode, it's effectively members can chat whenever they want. Other people can't. You know, other people get one message a minute. Because it's more likely you're going to spam if you're a non-member. Okay, we're going to go back for that. Okay, where's the Blaze chat? Where'd he go? He just went. Did he go outside, maybe? Oh, he did. Oh, yeah, Blazes are horrifying, chat. They are beyond horrifying. But let's go kill at least 6 of them. Easy peasy. Okay, so chat, someone said earlier, Toycat always goes to the Nether and he dies. And today, this whole stream exists to prove one person wrong. So I have to make sure I don't die, right? Crafting table, TNT detonator. Yeah, I'm going to detonate some TNT so hard. It's going to mess some people up. Okay, we have to make regular safe spots to prevent that from happening. Oh, yeah, look how horrible. Look at this. Wither skeletons have a whole extra thing going on here. Thankfully, I'm using a stone sword, so I can actually take full advantage of their drops to make my drop even better. Oh, chat, I learned something fun recently. I want to tell someone about it. And I don't think... You know, I feel like... I've come to realize that, you know, bragging about cool things that exist in the city is only cool to people who also live in populated places. It comes across like being like, oh, I just realized that I could use my 9th bedroom in my mansion, and I could have Jeeves. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. So this is a real TNT situation if I've ever seen one, chat. Okay. Run, 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 run. Detonate the TNT. Okay, and then run, 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 run some more. No, 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 no. Okay, and then we detonate some more TNT, but oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, so then we have to place another one of these. No, stop it, stop it. How is he so good at this? I don't want to die in the Nether. I promised myself I wouldn't. Okay, he can't get over that now. Oh, he really should get over it. I attack you one little time. You don't have to take that as a message in aggression. Okay, he's run away. I'm a pro gamer. I am going to spend some solid time thinking about what I've done. I do have a blaze rod, just a reminder. We are doing good there. So can't you just jinx yourself? Also, what bug is really starting to annoy you, Polly? You've lost so many pictures with the bug. Man, what was I talking about 1 minute ago? Oh, I want to live in a more urban area so bad. I do think, quite seriously, that our misunderstanding about what, you know, like housing and land fundamentally is or should be is holding us back. Okay, I'm going to attack him, chat. I'm going to attack him. And we're going to run back here. Is anyone coming? No one's coming. I do like that we could kill Enderman while we're waiting, by the way. That is a nice little point. I'm going to leave this open because it's easier to place a block than it is to break one. I'm going to eat some more bread. And I'm going to desperately hunt for any chest because the chests in the inside of the fortress can contain iron and diamonds and something that we could make some food out of, conceivably. Painting bug. Oh, yeah, the painting bug sucks so bad. Painting bug really, really sucks. I don't know when they're fixing that. It is a very good question. Oh, where did that guy just come from? Interesting. Just came in and out of my life in an instant. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely around here some chests, chat. Okay, we're gonna make a little wall up there. So this is the entrance. So if I exclusively work on the inside of here, I'll hopefully get some blazes. But more importantly, I'll get myself some chests. I mean, there's gotta be chests in here somewhere, right? Eventually, surely, probably. Okay, I've got a whole extra stack of cobblestone, thankfully. So, ooh, free obsidian. Don't need that. Free gold. Also don't need that, but it's nice. Put away some junk. Maybe I could craft some gold armor if I find an... Oh, I hear something scary. Yeah, maybe I'll find enough for some gold armor. Okay. Gotta make another one of these walls. Just to prevent that from happening. Oof. Scary fast running. Is there a chest down here? I'll go and find it. Yeah, I like to brag about living in the woods with people, even though the forest is actually across the street. Yeah, I know. I feel like there fundamentally are two reactions to here is something cool, right? One of them is to be like, oh, that's cool, and one is to be like, oh, yeah, you think you're so much better than me because you've got nice things, huh? And so but like, I feel like an interesting thing is if you live again out in the middle of the woods, it's cool that you oh, that is a scythe-holding skeleton. Why? And how did he still drop arrows? Why did he have arrows on him if he was going to use a scythe? Yeah, I know. It's something I recently just thought about. It's like, oh yeah, some people don't like learning about how cool the city is, because like, you know, I think there's I feel like there's a belief that is, you know, like I guess a good thing that like the place you live is either the best or the worst place. People like can be fully convinced that where I live is just the best. Wouldn't want to live in the city anyway, there's crime there. Or where I live is the best. Wouldn't want to live in the countryside, that's where all the horror movies happen. You know, there's like a real I don't know, I think it's a lot of people are just convinced that, it's the same with like, you know, if we take a much less economic but equally person by person problem. Okay. No. I think a lot of people think that like, oh, I am fundamentally unattractive and unlovable. It's like, you are attractive enough and lovable enough for someone, at least, you know. You know, even if you don't believe that absolutely speaking, you know, like I think this is the damage that the concept of the number system has done to people. You know, like, oh, she's a 7, but you know, like he's an 8 or whatever. And it's like, well, that's you know, if there is a ranking system for people, then it's like everyone has their own, and therefore, you know, and in the same way, I think that like, oh yeah, it's not that you live in a bad place because you don't like it. It's like there are things that are good about your place, not your house, but your town or your city or your locale. There are things about it that are great, that lots of people find envious and desirable. There are just probably also things about it that suck. Living in Suffolk is great. It's very peaceful with no cities, but have great connections to Cambridge, Norwich, and London. Yeah, I find I think a lot of people value peace, right? But you are valuing it at the cost of, you know, some other things. Whereas conversely, you know, people who live... So the thing I was about to say, chat, the little brag I wanted to mention was I found out that there's an ice cream shop in London. They've got like 10 branches. And I don't know how it's true because we're such like an anti... We're such like a... I don't know, it feels like pensioner-run government here. But there's a bunch of ice cream shops that are open till 1:30, maybe 1, but I think it's 1:30 in the morning. And I recently found that, and it's like, oh, that's cool. I can just, like, I could finish this stream chat and conceivably go out and get ice cream, and it wouldn't be like, oh, that's a weird thing. It's like, oh yeah, there's the ice cream. It's over there. Go get it, Toy Cat. Because I do think ice cream is like such a perfect end to many an evening. And I wanted to share that chat. Because I worry about sharing it with anyone else in my life and then being like, oh yeah, we get it. You live in a populated area. Well, I'm happy with my one thing in my town that shuts at 6. Because in exchange I get peace and quiet. Because effectively, you know, the trade-off there is I get ice cream, but in exchange, now other people getting ice cream are going to be awake at 1:30, which you might not like if you're a... Oh, okay. If you're a, you know, like, if you don't like ice cream, you don't want other people to have ice cream. If those people getting their ice cream would disturb you. I mean, even if you do like ice cream, other people getting ice cream and disturbing you while doing it maybe isn't ideal. Also, there's a bunch of, okay, so I'm going to be very careful about this, but there's a bunch of blazers down this hallway here. Okay, I'm going to get the skeletons to attack this guy. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. How much durability does my shield go? Okay, enough. I'm just going to get out of here, by the way. Okay, yeah, let's just get right the heck out of there. No, thank you. make a little hidey shack down here. Okay. Eat my food. Oh, the blaze got there already. Wow. Okay. Unexpected. Also, there's a firestorm or whatever this is. No, I'm gonna die, chat. I'm gonna die. I don't see how I don't die from what's happening right now. And I do see another... Okay. How long can I last with this? Okay, the skeleton can take out the blaze. Skeleton, do it! Skeleton, do it! My shield can't last that much longer. Okay, you did it. Perfect. Okay, then we put this back there. Oh, and he's still around. He's still around. I don't know where he came from. Okay, so then we... Hey, we did it. I survived. No never death for me today. No never death for me today. I need armor. I am repeatedly learning that. And I am not able to do much about it. I think I'll just make that helmet. I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, let's just make a helmet. A helmet can never hurt, right? Look how well dressed I am for the never. Long time viewer, first time commenter, loving the streams, especially the RealismCraft series. Took it as yes. Hey, I'm glad you like the RealismCraft. I want to play more like challenge, you know, derivatives of Minecraft. Stuff like this, I think, is fun for me to play and play around with. I like when it changes the game a bit more, but I'm still liking what I'm doing here a lot. Okay, so we're gonna just put a wall over here. I don't know why there are random firestorms. Again, there are some people who would be like, oh, this is incredible. This is changing Minecraft for the better. I can't imagine playing it without the firestorms. But for me, it's like, okay. I guess the Nether is fierier than it was before. Okay. So that's definitely a... Okay, that's definitely a launcher TNT. Oh, and there's blaze out here. No, chat, that kills me! Bedrock regen! That one guy, he's right. Chat, we never don't die in the Nether. We never don't die in the Nether. It's always a death. I was doing pretty well too. I got flanked. I got badly flanked. So from this village, oh, this is so long ago. Why didn't I sleep since here? See, yeah, I genuinely don't know. I've slept in tents. That's why I think. So let's grab ourselves a bed. Let's put it by our portal and let's go. This might be controversial, but this is better than RealismCraft. That is controversial. You are correct. Oh, you sometimes find the gold nuggets in the tumbleweeds. I'm gonna be rich, chat. I'm just gonna punch tumbleweeds all day until I'm a billionaire. Death counter where? Maybe that's how we should do stuff like this. Yeah, but yeah, thank you to the person who enjoys live streams. I do think there's an interesting, like, you know, I guess I think I could talk forever about this, but I really don't play a lot of, like, I feel like altering Minecraft is something I like to be, like, surgical and precise with. Like, let's not change anything for the sake of changing it. Let's think about why. But I think RealismCraft did it in enough of a way where anything you could argue they changed was like, yeah, and it's messing with you further by changing it, at least. Also, ooh, been a while since I've seen a good surface ravine. Is that a fossil down there? That's a fossil, right? This is a cool find. I'll have to come back for this Minecraft seed. You avoided death really well up until that moment. Thank you, Dasher. That's what I need to hear. I need someone to appreciate the lack of death that preceded the actual death. Because there was a lot of that too, let me tell you. For now, we're going to set up our bed right here next to my furnace. I've got some copper. Honestly, this is the perfect use case for, like, if copper armor existed, I would be able to use it. Although, actually, is there any good reason why we can't just turn on... There's not a good reason, actually, right? Let's save and quit. Let's come back into the world. Let's go into experiments. We already don't have achievements because it's all of that. So let's just turn on drop free 2025, make myself some copper armor, and it'll be good. I'm still stuck on RealismCraft. Got destroyed by my first dragon and spent 4 hours last night trying to get my gear and enchantments back. And is that not a fun time? 4 hours is a bit much. I think I would give up. So, Cat, can you ride an ostrich? You better believe you can. Do you want me to ride an ostrich to show you? I think that's the only way you can know for sure, right? This is my ostrich, chat. He loves me. Now that he loves me, I can ride him. I think you need, like, there's no saddle slot. Chat, this is the most inappropriate toy cat black little ragdoll you've ever seen. But yeah, let's go to sleep. Let's go to the end again, the never, and then let's use that as our way to go to the end. It was great to see you, Dasher, Lamau. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah. I should have grabbed more copper, really. This copper chest plate is going to save me a lot of pain. But yeah, effectively, chat, I've just modded my game using the Minecraft mod known as Drop Free 2025. Let's hope it pays off for me. Let's hope it that was a really good fortress location. Usually I struggle so hard with fortresses. Bring the ostrich. You should put for... Oh, lava creepers. That's a fun addition. What a great change to the Nether. I'm glad RealismCraft is adding the types of realism we all desire. Okay, now we make one of these, make one of these, and we'll make a copper chest plate. So the copper chest plate looks like a regular old chest plate because they can't change it because it's not in the game yet. There's a lot of funny rules about add-ons and how they interact with updates. But yeah, Dasher Lamau. I forgot I had Lamau as part of my name. I thought Toycat randomly says it. You know what, Dasher? Sometimes you're so fun. You make me say Lamau. Oh, okay. I can't do the Nether without gold armor. You can't just have copper. It won't do. Hey, I wonder, you're in the UK, right? What do you think of the Child Online Safety Act? Says Mewtwo Fan MC. So I'm gonna try and, I'm a big believer in the idea that you should try and defend ideas you don't agree with. I think if you can't, even if it helps just put you in the shoes of someone you disagree with, I think it's useful in general. So I think one of the alarm bells that needs to be ringing in the head of every Anglosphere country right now is that the United States based social media has more and more sway over the opinions of people in your country, and that is terrible for all sorts of different ideas. But critically, okay, do we want to go down there? I don't think we want to go down there. I don't know where we went before, chat, but it wasn't down there. Okay, this is a weird biome. I think we probably went up here. This doesn't look recognizable. Where did I go before, chat? Where do I get food from? Look how big the tree is. Okay, it was probably up here. It might have been up here. That looks pretty... Oh, yeah, it's the fortress. Okay. Chat, I'm going to get my stuff back. And I need to because my only food is there. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Okay, so... Yeah, I think there's like a certain amount of like, yeah. As a country, you need to regulate that. But every attempt to regulate it so far has been met with, oh, you're trying to censor it? So basically, they coming out and saying, we're going to censor it for children is a good way to, like, set the precedent that you as a government have control of that. And in theory, that could be good. Right now, the only control of social media happens not by even democracies in the US, right? It's by the shareholders of companies with the mild threat of democratic oversight, you know, by California or by, you know, wherever these places, these companies happen to be headquartered. And so in theory, there are some benefits of it, right? In theory, but I also feel like my entire life, politicians have been using children as an excuse to get what they want done. And by setting the precedent that, yeah, we all bend over and we accept and we say it works, You're right. We'll do anything to protect them children. We're both saying that now, like, this is what happens when there's, like, you know, like, it's the same way that everyone, like, oh, we're dead, chat, we're dead. A single hit from a random wither skeleton that should have been there. Game over. We're death looped. We're death looped. Lava. Creeper. The explosion's happening to you. You're dead. Yeah, that's what's happening to me. I was on such a roll there, too. But I've definitely entered the death loop. And without a real way out of it. Because everything is dealing a lot of damage. We are just getting absolutely chock full of it. Why are you teaching me how to pay my taxes? Oh, I'm not going to teach you how to pay your taxes. The trick is, the government doesn't know how much tax you owe unless you tell them. So you could always consider not telling them. No, see, look at that. That's why you don't come to Minecraft YouTubers for tax advice. Yeah, I feel like we're also saying the precedent that, like, because, okay, there's a really, I say this all the time, the interesting base at the bottom of this, beyond just politicians will use children to get what they want done, because we all accept that, you know, there is a big debate over how much, I don't know why I'm recording, by the way, I don't know when or how that started. Politicians will always use, you know, like, there'll always be a debate over how much of our life should be dictated by us versus how much should be dictated by governments. And in general, people will push back past a certain point. But for children, whether you know, like, we all agree that a very high percent of children, you know, that the arguments that don't work for adults of, like, we need to protect them from themselves, do work for children. And so, it's an easy way on, like, that level. But I also think it sets the interesting precedent that, like, who is in control, who should be, like, okay, you know, there is a big problem in the Western world that we're just not having children. Once you reach a certain level of non-religiousness and income, people stop having children. It's a problem that's really wreaking havoc in East Asia, certain parts of the US and Europe as well. And I think, like, trying to work out why it is like, well, draw a list of benefits of having children, draw a list of downsides. This is a fun-looking Strider, by the way. Very cute. That's always, like, my simplest, like, explanation as to why it is the way that it is. Also, my stuff is gonna be very... Oh, okay, this is fun. I was on my way to there, which is... Okay, chat, I'm gonna make it this time. I'm gonna get my stuff back. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. If I can just get there... If I can just not get attacked. Yeah, I think there's an interesting case for, like, should actually all think, like, in the same way that, like, children already spend most of their hours in a day, you know, with air quotes the government. Should it actually be that having a child is closer to having a cat, you know, oh, dogs are what people are actually having. Should it be a bit more like, okay, here's something ridiculous, chat. But even though you really love your dog and you think you're the best person to look after them, probably, everyone still accepts, like, sometimes you've got to go on holiday, and you don't want to be bringing the dog on the holiday, right? Like, you know, you can't bring your dog on holiday. People who do bring their dogs on holiday, they're being ridiculous. So you know what we've accepted is, like, oh yeah, there's, I think they're called kennels. The name may vary based on where you live as you're hearing this. But there are places where you can put the dog, even if just temporarily, and they'll look after your dog while you're away. Why aren't there, like, widely socially acceptable versions of that for humans? Why can't it be, this is a stressful week, I need a mental health week from being, you know, everyone loves the phrase mental health week. Mental health week from being a parent. Rather than being really terrible to your child and being like, I wish you weren't born, you make me have to be, you know, like, why can't it be like, oh yeah, it's, you're gonna spend a week at the fun park, you know, maybe everyone gets a free week at the government-sponsored kid park, and, you know, like, maybe that could be a cool way, to, you know, like, that would be a real service for people. As one of the people who was involved in the creation of the OSB, I can tell you it was created with good intention, but once the law commission of government, it's turned into something else. Yeah, and then it's like, it's for private companies to implement how it goes down too, right? Also, 170% benefits to have children. I mean, I don't think money should be it either, though. I don't think you want children to be a profitable endeavor. You want to make it a less painful endeavor. Right? I would be more likely to have children if there were money involved for the wrong reasons. But I would be more likely to have a child if it were easier, hopefully for more right reasons. So I've got a lot of cobblestone. I'm going to build around here. And we just need to get two more blaze rods, chat. How hard can it be to get 2 blaze rods in a stronghold? Let's find out. Childcare's expensive in the US. That's what I'm saying. What if there were a cheap form of childcare that was good for the child, also good for the parents, also socially acceptable and not seen as abandoning your kid? It's like everyone would love that, right? But a lot of people would like look at you like you're crazy if you're like, yeah, I just want to drop a summer camp in the US. Actually, I've never heard of a summer camp in the UK, but you're right. Actually, that is kind of that vibe. I think having a week off every year would make. I think a lot of people. I mean, like, parents will always report saying this. I don't know if they're like telling the truth, but a lot of parents are always like, yeah, I miss them. And it's like, okay, well, if you miss them, then that's a good sign you want to get back to it. Like, taking a break from everything in life is important. It's the reason why we have guaranteed paid time off in most countries. It's the reason why even in, like, if you live in a country where guaranteed paid time off isn't a right, your company will probably give it to you because you'll be a better employee if you can, if you're doing something because you want to, rather than because you feel like the machine grinds to a halt if you don't. Oh, that's the scythe holding fella. Okay, so I'm gonna run away from that. I guess we'll run away this way. And then we'll hope that there are blazes there now. Once there's a blaze, chat, we just need those ender pearls. And we're good to go to the end. See what's happening over there. So that is a scythe holding guy. Let's just blow it up. What's he gonna do if I do? Oh, probably explode is what. Okay, so this has actually opened me up to a whole minefield of risk that I didn't even consider as a possibility. But there we go. Nice and good. Please be a blaze down here. No, it's all wither skeletons today, chat. All wither skeletons today. I got an ad for an adult summer camp recently. Oh, that's fun. I want to go to it. Actually, that's a better idea. Okay, if it's not socially acceptable to leave your child at home while you go on holiday, let's make it socially acceptable for you to wait. No, for you to leave the... Wait, that's the same problem. Let's make it socially acceptable for you to leave the child on holiday while you go at home. That is what summer camp is, I guess, actually. But do the reverse. You go somewhere fun, you leave the child behind. That is 6 blaze rods. We've done it. Now I just break out of here. This is some wood that I have apparently placed myself. I'm going to break it. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. And then we'll use some of the nether bricks that we have thankfully picked up. And let's go kill some endermen. Obviously, trading is like a valid, valuable way to do this too. But I'm in it for the endermen. So wither skeletons will spawn around here if I'm not careful. Something to watch out for. So we'll try and get away from the fortress where that's happening. Oh, look at this. There's just a random lava flow here. Made of magma. Isn't that nice? Children are great, and that's it, really. Raise them well, they'll be enjoyable people to be around. Oh, okay, so, okay. Isn't that an interesting problem in itself, though? Of, like, the worse you raise your child, the less enjoyable your child will be to be around. Therefore, making it harder, like, more difficult to raise your child. You know, I don't know, right? That sounds like a catch-22 almost. Sounds like a situation where you don't win. Have the child drop off the parent at the summer camp. There we go. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of basic ideas that, like, actually would make everyone happier. But you know, I think there's a lot of things you're not allowed to say that make society worse because you're not allowed to say them. You know? I mean, there's a lot of things everyone thinks, but that when you say out loud, it's like, oh, why are you saying that? I had this, it was like I think it was in like a, it was in some death adjacent scenario when people were discussing like how they'd like to be buried. And I was like, I don't think I could be buried because I have this fear that you don't really die, that you just like, you're existing in there. And someone just responded like, everyone thinks that, Andrew, you're just not meant to say it out loud. And I was like, well, if someone had said it out loud, then I would know not to say it. You know, like, I feel like one of the first things people teach you is like, oh yeah, the most useful thing is to like, be able to talk about things. But there's a lot of stuff like, you know, I think you could even say like, yeah, if the government gave you 10 grand every time you had a child, or actually 10K every time you had a child, where when it turns 5 years old, they have to go into a center somewhere, and the government, you know, like how a driving test, you don't just go to learn to drive for 40 hours, you have to go in for a test after, and then you get your license. I think in the same way, you know, your child turns 5 years old, there's a government employee in a center somewhere who'll talk to your child for 5 minutes. You know, if the child pulls out TikTok or an iPad just to stay, you know, like, it's like, okay, no, not a good one. And you gotta ask the child, like, okay, what do you like to do for fun? Anyway, it's a really good idea. I should be in charge of all the government departments. I was thinking recently, I think basically everyone's gripe with government as it exists is that we basically put all this effort into like, you know, raising taxes, you know, like spending all that stuff every year, basically to have government that exists the same and looks the same as it does right now. Wouldn't it be cool if there were like new things that was happening with it? Okay, I'm gonna get my scythe out even though the scythe is about to die. Okay, you come over here. Oh, okay. So do you think the scythe is meant for multiple attacks at once? I genuinely cannot tell based on what's happening right now. What I do know is we will be going to the end soon. You mean like school? Yeah, but school is like, I mean, you are kind of right. School is effectively like a 20K a year subsidy for your child to go and learn things. You know, like it's, if you had to pay for school without help, it would be like remarkably unaffordable for most people. You know, maybe, I think that would be useful if every year your school sent you a bill and then was like, and thanks to your government, this cost has been lowered to 0. Or maybe if you paid 10% of it or something. One constant rule, people are never happy with the government, no matter the type. Yeah, I think if you look at places that people are happy with, it's because you're usually, like, I think people love, like, the idea of voluntary, even if, like, you love having an obligation that you feel like is your choice. You know, like, that's why people get bitter about children they didn't want, but don't get bitter about children they did want, even if it's just as much work. Because, you know, you chose to be in there. Video just dropped. Hey, that's good. Also, I can only hold one dagger because I've got the shield in my offhand. That is a useful fact to know. So what should I make at this point? Do I have enough iron for a sword? No, I used it on my helmet that isn't very good. So yeah, chat, we wanna keep stabbing guys and looking people in the face. Yeah, this is such a, that felt like the weakest blast I've ever laid down on anyone. I think I'm gonna be hitting people for days with this. And then once this is gone, I don't know what the plan is from that. Drinking out of a regular glass today, that's different. See, it's fun. I've drunk out of enough quirky glasses that now I drink out of the regular glass. People are like, whoa, what a weird drinking implement that is. Okay, I think at a certain point, yeah, I've got this axe to use, I guess. Okay, where are you? There you are. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look you in the eyes. Come over here. Yeah, at a certain point, you do enough weird things and normal becomes weird. And that's great if you are a normal person. So Cat's completed his British ass, stabbing men with a knife. It's very true. That is what British people do. Yeah, I am going to... Ooh, I've got cobblestone. If I make a crafting table, which I can do, I could just make stone swords. That probably is my best bet. It's kind of lame. I want to use a cool new weapon, but the hammer's not very good. I could use TNT, I guess. That might be my next best bet. Okay, so we're still looking for Endermen. They're spawning in odd quantities in odd places. Okay, you, come over here. Give me some ender pearls. There we go, 2 of them. What I'm looking for. 3 of them, maybe? Or is that the same guy? Oh no! Lava! Creeper! Oh, lava creeper. Yeah, it's scary as hell. Okay, so that is ender pearl number 5. We could just go in with 6 and hope we find enough from other sources, right? It's a bad idea and we shouldn't do it. But at a certain point, it becomes a fine idea. Oh, there's 6. Give me 7. You know you want to. I am going to run out of food soon, actually, too. Okay, there's 7. Yeah, 7 is, like, theoretically doable. If we get every single ender pearl from elsewhere. But we probably end up coming right back here and regretting our decisions if we do. So let's try not to. Also, let's try not to be near a ledge. Oh, look at that! That's a new mob, chat. That was a moving tree. Chat, you ever seen a tree walking around? I think I took some hallucinogenics earlier. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. You know, sometimes in life you see some things that maybe you're not meant to see. Maybe that was just not meant for me. What a weird thing. What an incredibly weird thing. Okay, so he's gone over there. Come back. Give me another pearl. Yeah, that's 8. At 10, we could go for it if we get bored. So, we look like nunchucks. Okay, so I think at this point, the Endermen have just dried up for no good reason. I don't know what's happened with them. I think like a lot of okay, this is a useful thing to know. A lot of dynamic worlds like have a lot of stuff happening, so the mob cap kind of fills up. RealismCraft was the worst for this. Oh, is that a bug? RealismCraft was the worst for this, for what it's worth. But yeah, there's just no more mobs spawning here now, so we have to move far enough away. It still might not make the world better. It might even make things worse. But we have no choice, and so we must do it. As long as the mini mod doesn't start making stew, everyone is safe. Yeah, I guess, man, that school basically being a 10k subsidy for your child. That's something to think about. You know, really, maybe. Oh, that's a wither skeleton. It's I do think a lot of people are just motivated by money. Like, I think it's weird, actually. I think a lot of people are motivated by money, but I'm actually surprised by how few people are motivated by money, relative to the idea that I think everyone should be. Like, I think I describe myself as, like, you know, quite a money enjoying person. You know, you give me money, I'm a happy person. It's not just a bit, I promise you. Oh, I want the diamond boots, but they're not that useful. So I can't make an iron pickaxe to mine this, so that gold block sits in the ground. And then we'll head back towards spawn, trying to pick up. Oh, that's some. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before this goes wrong. It's about to go wrong. Oh no, it's going wrong. Did I look that Enderman in the eye? I feel like I must have. Okay, I'm gonna make a diamond sword, chat. I'm gonna finally treat myself as I head out of this biome for good to a diamond sword. Yeah, I think though, I think there's a whole world. Yeah, I made Toycat think. Yeah, I never think. Okay. So that is a good one. Let's now make a diamond sword and one of the. Yeah, we're great. The Never Ruin portals having the overworld leak is an interesting lore decision. Yeah, the oh, okay. So there's a new structure here, by the way. I think I might go for it. So I'll quickly make one of these, because I do need to kill Enderman still, and I do see one, and that's they're getting quite rare now. The game's starting to pick up. I've got all the ender pearls I need, so it's making me work. Oh, yeah, you keep coming over here. Give me ender pearl number 9, please. Thank you. So, because this is in the Warp Forest, chat, this place better give me ender pearls. If it is, it's a well-designed structure and I love it. It's mixing up the Minecraft gameplay. If it doesn't, I hate it. Okay, that's a diamond. That's an enchanted golden apple ×2. That means I should just eat one of these the next time I see any amount of risk. That's an iron chest plate. Why didn't I have this earlier, chat? Dear God. So there's a big gap of lava here I didn't notice. I do now. Oh, that's a piglin brute, right? No, that's not. We're fine. Yeah, somewhere around here there's going to be... Okay, that's a blaze. No, this is just... Okay, so I'm going to go in here. Place a block there. And I'm going to open the chest. Get them emeralds. There's blaze rods in here. What? An iron sword. 2 in... I feel like this is a place that a lot of add-ons fall short. Is where they're just like, oh, what goes in the chest? I don't know, man. What do people like? Blaze rods, diamonds, enchanted golden apples. And it's like, but if you give me 4 enchanted golden apples, I feel like you've devalued the concept of enchanted golden apples and also made me very OP. But I'll accept being OP. I've just got to kill some more endermans. So we'll be very careful about this one. Make that nice and wide. Yeah, I think, okay, please. I think that, like, working out how to get people to do anything is just... I think, like, money is a surprisingly ineffective tool on so many people. And I think that that's a problem because then a lot of those people don't understand how important money is in other people's decision-making. So, like, you know, like I was talking about earlier, like, I think a lot of people think of, I don't know, like, their house as being some retirement asset. Like, oh, yeah, at some point it's worth money. In the future, maybe, I guess. I don't know. And it's like... But actually, the reason a lot of people can't go and live in their area where they live is because... Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Is because it is priced too high or whatever. And so, because then they're thinking about their house price in terms of what it should be worth in 30 years when they come to sell it, they're not thinking about it in terms of what someone has to pay right now if they want to live there. And I think a lot of, like, it's the same with, like, money for a job. Some people are quite blessed, you know, I'll concede, that, like, they don't have to care about what they earn. You know, I still don't know whether that would be, like, a blessing or a curse. Like, for your salary to be just some random metric that comes in that you don't have to think about too much. Like, is that meant to be the desire for all humanity, or is that, like, is that a sign that you've gotten bored of the game and now you're starting to do the side quests, you know? Okay, let's go for a nice critical hit. Go for some bread. Bring him back over here. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Come fight me. Okay, one of these guys is giving me an ender pearl, and that's going to be ender pearl number 10. Yes. And we can get out there. We can head to the end. Okay, where are you? I hear an enderman. I don't see him, but I hear him. He's somewhere. Okay, there he is. Okay, get him killed nice and good. I want pearl number 11, because I know I'll get to the stronghold. I'll find 1 ender pearl. It'll be a 0-eye portal. It'll be rough. But if we don't see anyone, we don't see anyone. So let's head out of here, if we need to. And I guess we do need to. And yeah, let's head back to the overworld, even though it's a big storm. And then let's hope 10 ender pearls is enough. I mean, when is 10 ender pearls not enough? Oh, okay, here's an enderman. Should we go for it? Chat, I'm gonna go for it, but in the unintuitive way of making an explosion. Okay, I hope that hurts him, but I think he got far enough away that it won't. It did not. Okay, I'm gonna... It looks like he got angry at someone, though. Mr. Enderman, please could you come back? I am gonna eat an enchanted golden apple and then just fight one head on, I think. I think that's the plan here. Try and attack me. I've got 8 hearts and resistance. Okay, he's still pretty strong, actually. Oh, yeah, you wanna... Oh, did he just get lit on fire there, or... What happened? I don't know. Please give me an ender pearl. You. Other guy. I'm definitely attacking 2 of you. There we go. You. Go for this. Go for it. No, no ender pearl. I just need 1 pearl, please. 1 lonely pearl. Okay, you're going to provide it. I'm going to start by detonating TNT. Right there. Good luck getting away from it. Oh my god. In 1. Didn't realize you could do 40 damage. We'll go for you now. Oh, in the lava, in the me apparently. Okay. He's on fire. That makes it easier to see. Oh, there's the pearl. No, it's not. That's not a pearl. Okay, he's definitely swinging at me. He's succeeding. Okay. No ender pearls! Where are they? Okay, the game doesn't want me to have any more ender pearls. That's okay. I'll concede. I did a great job here, and that's happy enough for me. Awesome fight in the flames. Is he on controller, says Jest? Yeah. You can ask me directly. I'll respond. Don't have to ask everyone else what I'm up to. I'll give you my response. No, I think there is like some stream etiquette in asking chat rather than asking me the sort of thing that you think that I would know, or that I would say a lot. Oh, that is a weird looking ghast. I don't want to go near him. I think I'm going to go back up to there, and I think I've used all of my blocks that are plentiful. But I've still got some limestone to go. So I've got fire resistance, chat, thankfully. So I don't actually have to worry too bad right now. Oh! I am saying too early. I'm going to use the TNT just because it's in my inventory. It will catch on fire, and that will cause me problems very soon if I don't get out of it. Okay, out of there. Then just for fun, because you know you can't leave TNT around and not detonate it. Let's explode it and let's see what happens. Oh yeah, satisfying. Then we just follow this up here, back to my other bridge, and we did it. We beat the Nether. I didn't die. I mean, I did die in the Nether, but I died in the Nether before succeeding in the Nether. Now let's go to the end because I hear that's changed too, chat. So this basically has vibrant visuals. Yeah, it's like off-brand vibrant visuals, and also it costs more than on-brand. By about $15. I mean, arguably Minecraft costs more than $15. But you have to buy Minecraft to have this, so whatever Minecraft costs, this costs $15 more. By virtue of requiring Minecraft. Do I need leggings still? I do. So I'll definitely craft myself some leggings. It'd be a nice like addition to the set, right? Look at this, chat. Don't I look beautiful? Then we'll get some food, and we'll just start firing off some blaze. We'll start firing up some Eye of Enders, I guess. Let's go. That way. I'm excited, chat. Do you think I'll see a real tree at some point? Or do you think that's me being a bit too optimistic? Yeah, this village is probably my best bet for food. I bet there's something in here that I haven't utilized. I'm going to place the dark sand just because it's kind of satisfying. And then 1 hay bale. I've already got 12 hay bales. I could have just crafted those at any point before now. Sucks we gotta pay for mods on Bedrock and like Java. I mean, you know, this is the same thing. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, but it's different monetization. Oh my god, chat! Ostrich jockey! Unexpected. Lion! Alright, so is he gonna be able to chase me? Not fast enough. I still want to make a sail, by the way. I just haven't encountered enough wool to be able to make one. But this is another desert temple. I think I've been in there. The only way to know for sure, though. You know, actually, I like being an agent of chaos, chat. You shouldn't do this if you're trying to defeat Minecraft, but as someone who likes chaos more than I like being alive, let me go in here and do it anyway. So let's make ourselves some bread first. 21 of it shall be fine. Let's eat some of that bread because it is quite relevant to what's happening next. Then we'll drop some TNT down there. Oh, we've already managed to explode the bottom? No, this is just one I've already been into. Okay. Let's just detonate that because it's easier than picking it up. And then into... Oh, we don't have a boat, and we can't make one from the crimson planks. So we're going into the ocean. No boat. Yeah, this is the no boat challenge, chat. It's the third Goldilocks. It's not the third Goldilocks today, Dazed and Confused. I think the Ender Dragon fight will be the third Goldilocks today. I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to be glorious. Oh, what's killing me? Oh, no. Oh, I got glitched. The Nordle. I hate when the Nordle gets you. Chat. I got Nordled to death. That's disappointing. I should have known though. Ah, I hate that was the buggiest part I've experienced so far. Like the game was like, you are here. No, you are not. You are undersea. You are being Nordled. But oh well. It's realistic, chat. I don't let anyone tell you it's not. I want to make an add-on called Realistic Minecraft and exclusively have non-realistic things. I don't think I'd get in trouble for that. As I understand, every time I speak to marketplace partners about like stuff like the Rich and Monty pack, they're like, yeah, you know, it's not Microsoft's fault if you happen to submit someone else's IP. So I think it shouldn't be Microsoft's fault if I make up a new collection of lore called the Realistic World, and if it happens to have no bearing on realism whatsoever, then so be it, you know. So there's a lot of, this is like the worst ocean to be in without a boat, it seems. But that is just how it's gonna be. Yeah, you should have enabled the gravestone. Oh, you know, don't get me started on gravestones. Don't get me started on them. Okay, let's drop this. Put our diamond boots on. We still, again, if I ever do find a disc, I'm ready to play something, and it'll be good. I've always enjoyed how you're able to laugh off your deaths rather than getting super upset. Yeah, I mean, it is weird. A lot of people find Minecraft deaths to be deeply upsetting. And it's like, but it's like part of the fun of the game. Like, you don't want to die, you want to avoid them. But it's like, ah yeah, game got me, you know? At least there aren't sharks in every single water source that you place. That's true, that's what RealismCraft would do. Yeah, I feel like realism is like such a selling idea for Minecraft. It's like, no, we don't want realism. Someone needs to tell us this. But yeah, thank you, R. Horowitz. Hope you're doing desert well today. By the way, got my TNT. Got my flint and steel, I hope. There we go. I'm ready for this legendary third desert temple, chat. It's the Goldilocks one. If we can do this, we can do anything. So I'm going to throw another IF Ender soon. I only get upset if I had high XP. Even then. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why, like, a long-term survival is fun if you like that sort of thing. You can get to the stable point in your world where you have to make quite a long series of mistakes in a row to die. Oh, we're going this way now. It's quite a bit different, which means we're probably getting closer, which is the good news. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna do this gloriously. I'm gonna pick up some more TNT because the dragon's gonna require a little bit, and we'll do real good here, I think. Mojang doesn't want death to be mourned in Minecraft, hence the death message song. There's a death message song? I used to think there was when when they first added that noise for like moving the cursor. I was like, what is this? So I'm gonna make an explosion here. And then, as you can see, that now allows us to get down. For no whatever reason. Okay, emerald. I've got so many enchanted golden apples. I've got to remember to keep those on my hotbar. More iron, that's great. More sand, more leather, more bones. That's cool, I guess. Oh. String. Ooh, emeralds. But yeah, I think gunpowder is semi-handy too. Then we'll just go down, pick up the TNT. Oh, it's only 9 TNT? What am I meant to do with that? And then we'll put another block back. And put some sand back up as we go. Because it's only one of those now, chat. So I'm logically not going to... Oh, no! Well, I survived that. And I found some diamond horse armor. So actually, that's a win, I think you'll find. So as you can see, we officially Goldilocksed it. I lit TNT and I didn't die. Was that guaranteed from the start? You know, that leaves some room for debate, doesn't it? Also, this is such a ludicrous desert. I'm still running around it, chat. I'm an hour and 52 minutes in, and I haven't found a natural tree. I've only found wood in the nether. Again, that is craziness to be able to say. Player 3 went up with a cactus while trying to escape the death message song. This tomb is your tomb now. I didn't bring a bed with me, actually. That's a big mistake. Okay, so across the mesa we shall go. Will you live this time? So an improvement. Exactly. Thank you, generic observer. I'm glad you appreciate it. But, yeah, I feel like there's a certain amount of, like, trying your best to appeal to what you think people want that just always comes clear in certain Bedrock add-ons. And that's the reason, that's the thing I think people should really be upset about. Like, the commercial interest is fine. It's like, yeah, I think people who make good things should be paid for it. And it sucks if you have to be the one to pay for it. But, like, everyone understands that someone is paying for it, right? Oh, there's a real forest. Or no, it's just the mesa forest. But still, that means we're going somewhere. Progress has been made. It does appear. So I'm going to drop the copper ingot. I'm going to make myself a crafting table. Then I'm going to make a whole bunch of sandstone slabs and hope that gets me to the other side. I hate going down and up these things, so I'm hoping I don't need to. Once I get most of the way to the other side, I'll throw another IF ender. And we are still, in fact, going this way. It is useful. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that, chat. Should have just trusted my senses. But yeah, we're getting closer. Based on the fact that the angle's changing so much. If we were 50,000 blocks away, the angle would stay the same no matter what we did. But it's got to be like a few hundred based on the fact that it hasn't. Okay. Let's go. See what we can do. Yeah, I think that, like, the one downside of it is the fact that, like, a lot of stuff then starts to seek not being unique and independent, but being what people want. And in theory, that is actually a good thing. But, like, yeah, people shifting to the demand of what players want is good. But it's, like, I feel like it's always shifting to the demand of what players want to purchase. You know, what players are willing to purchase, not what players want to enjoy playing. You know, the metric becomes not how many people are downloading your add-on and enjoying it. It becomes how many people are willing to, you know, spend that amount of money. And that does complicate things quite a bit. Okay, so let's keep on heading this way. This is an interesting biome. Is it a jungle, chat? I don't even know. It feels like one of those, like, made-up biomes just for the add-on. I'm liking it, though. But yeah, I think all the time about, like, the chaotic way the world makes things happen. Like, the butterfly effect of everything we're doing all of the time. The butterfly effect of your Minecraft world. The fact that everything's moving around constantly, and that you're, you know, like, you can only control so much. You can only control your part of what you do in life. And that there is always going to be so much that is outside of your control. Yeah, it's pretty. This is effectively, chat, a texture pack and an add-on that you have to play together. I think that's the way I would categorize this. It's a texture pack add-on where you don't get achievements, which is a deal breaker for me. I don't think I could ever play long-term on a world like this. I think RealismCraft was the closest to an exception, but do you see me there? I don't know that you do. This is what I imagine real life to be like if I went outside, says Rebelio. You know, if only there was some way to verify. Sadly, the scientists haven't made that yet. Okay, so I've got 9 IF enders. No way that's enough to complete my stronghold. It's very unlikely to have 3, but we're hoping. Oh, it's back. Oh yeah, there's no way we're doing that. So this is 1200, more or less. We'll go down to like 1,000, or somewhere close to that. And then we'll keep doing it on the in-betweens. Yeah, this is a mess. I kind of want to just see the end, if I'm being honest. Chat, I love the process of beating Minecraft, but I feel like this part is bland and terrible. So let's skip it. Just so you know what we would do, though, you go roughly 100 blocks back this way, then we throw again. So you want to go far enough back that you get multiple points to compare, and then you keep halving the distance until you find the stronghold. It's called, what is it, binary scrubbing. It's a very useful way to find something if you don't know where it is, but you get indications of whether it is or isn't in the right direction. You can use it to find out if, you know, like if your bike's been stolen, for example. Okay, throw again. So it went this way that time. And we do that over and over again until we find the stronghold. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I just want to see what the end looks like. If there's no achievements anyway, then what is the difference between me doing this right now? Just down there is where the stronghold is. So we would have eventually found that. Would have been a nightmare. And, oh, it actually has 3 IF Enders in there. We actually would have been fine, chat. And also, it's a cool IF Endery stronghold. It's fun. But let's go see the dragon fight. Sash set world spawn. And then, oh, they got a new animation over here, do they? Super, super fun. I accidentally didn't switch to survival before doing that, so now we've got some IF Enders I don't need. Oh, and I'll give myself a bed. I know, it's interestingly always white. We'll set the respawn point in there. I'll break this. Let's go fight the dragon, chat. Let's go fight the dragon. And let's go see what these end islands look like. Oh, we're so far away. Okay, so that's not going to help me. Oh, no! Wow, look how amazing I am at beating the dragon. Nothing happened there on camera. Yeah, I just decided to mine some diamonds off camera there, chat. I hope you don't mind. I'm really good at mining diamonds off camera. But suspiciously not very good at mining diamonds on camera. I don't know why that is. It's a weird coincidence. Now we're gonna eat one of the enchanted golden apples. These are real. They are legit. The game gave them to me. Should it have done so? Different question. And then we can... Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so we've got TNT up there, ready to explode when we want it to. I've got a bow. Oh, it's such a weird animation, which I can use for these. And we can also start attacking the dragon. She is going to be very loud. And we're going to see what happens if I detonate a bunch of TNT next to her. It never works as well as you'd expect, chat. Look at that. Isn't that crazy that she's just like, oh yeah, I guess she's got TNT now. And she has all sorts of new animations. Aren't they fun? But yeah, I'm going to now take down that tower. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't have enough arrows to do this all day. So we'll wait for her to fly back in. And I've got 20... Oh, did I attack an Enderman? No, can't have. Just must have been attacked randomly. Then we look up to the sky. You can see that, yeah, this is what the dragon fight would look like if it was in real life. It's again, it's something we all think about. Like, wow, dragon just doesn't feel like a real dragon. But with this, she can feel like a real dragon. Oh, look how wobbly the sword is. It's like, ugh, I don't like. That makes me uncomfortable. How wavy it is. Feels like it's not made of diamond. It's made of something else, blue and a bit more wobbly. Okay. Dragon didn't go for me there. She just wanted to threaten me. And she will come back into the center. And I'll get her when she does. Oh yeah, this is weird. The way she's floating. But it doesn't actually change the hitbox. It's just changing the animation. Yeah, oh no. So how are we feeling about the add-on? So it's not an add-on. It's funny because like basically everything in the marketplace is add-ons, so I see how that confusion occurs. But it's not actually an add-on for what it's worth. Wet pool noodle sword. Yeah, it's a wet pool noodle. You're right. Oh yeah. I don't even know if it's wet. Just it's a pool noodle for sure though. Okay, in she comes again. Just right in the face. I definitely have some discomfort. I defeat the dragon like the donkey in Shrek. Oh, what am I being attacked by? Oh, acid, right. Her breath is right there. You know, Could do with a mint or two, I'm just saying, Dragon. You know, when enemies are literally, you know, like getting damaged every single tick by your breath, it's a sign that you should brush your teeth. If I could give such rude health advice out. We'll go through the neck. Hope that that does the critical bug. It does not. We'll go for criticals anyway, though. She's going to need another attack phase, which is going to be annoying. Yeah. But we'll get it done with TNT. Because it's been the fitting way to do everything this round. Everything is TNT and enchanted apples. And that's just the way it's meant to be. Yeah, I'll really heal up just to make sure I don't get killed by something random. Let's defeat the dragon. Yeah. Easy peasy. Okay, so, chat. You know how it's gotta... No! That's not how it was meant to finish. Oh, okay, I'm getting... Okay, so you can see. I'm gonna light that TNT and see if it goes through the portal, actually. Oh! It did. Okay, chat. I'm just saying, at my world spawn is gonna be something very funny now. Wait, can you just do that infinitely? Well, that's fun, isn't it? Anyway, if there's any dead enderman nearby, that means we can now utilize... Actually, I've got a bucket here of lava. Let's go find the end portal, and let's go see what the end islands look like. I am kind of curious. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. So... Oh, that means we did it, by the way. 2 hours and 4 minutes. To be fair, it would have probably taken an extra 10 minutes to find the stronghold and everything. But amazingly, everything else about the run was perfectly fine and normal. Which is interesting. But yeah, fully can't actually count that for anything, chat. We didn't play... I mean, we did it very realistically in the sense of Minecraft YouTuber. But not very... Ooh. Yeah, we did it realistically and we did it honestly. But we didn't do it properly. And I'll forever be haunted by that. Okay, so let's now throw our ender pearl in here. Where are we at now? Oh, what an incredible spawn, chat. I think this is seed dependent too. This is I think this might be the best seed ever. Chat, look at that. I got an elytra now. I don't even need to worry about you. What are you gonna do to me? You gonna look at me aggressively? I don't think so. Oh yeah, 2 iron leggings and protection on. So now we just put the elytra on. We eat the last enchanted golden apple, because we're not going to get the fun of it otherwise. I do want to put those iron leggings on, for sure. And then get this, chat. Now I can go fly and look at the other parts of the end. There are multiple biomes. Let's see what they look like. Whee! Okay, so this one looks like amethyst. This one looks like it's just a big flower here. Yeah, is that the extent of the end update? I do actually think that this is like a good vibe of how to do an end biome. In terms of like, it's not overly powerful. Is it a new type of wood maybe? I think it is. End wood? No, what is this? It's a vein stalk. It's just a stalk. Yeah, this is a very, very, very strange end. With jellyfish, apparently. Because why not, apparently? Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna store this seed now, chat. For anyone's benefit, if you made it this far, I'm gonna go and look at this seed 127829936215608110002. Because that's an incredible one to check out. Otherwise, though, we just beat RealismCraft mostly, and honestly, I would say it's still mostly a texture pack mixed with an add-on. But it is an add-on because it's a dynamic world. It gives you more changes than you can get in a regular add-on. But that comes at the cost of your achievements. If that cost is worth it, and if you are price inflexible, if you say to yourself, $15, what even is that? I spend more on that on lunch. I spend more than that on, you know, my children every day. Then, like, sure, go ahead. Drop the $15. Is this worth $15? Is a different question that I would give a different answer to. But I support the... I'm glad that they gave it an update rather than creating a whole brand new product. And I think that it is a cool update. But don't expect a lot from the end, apparently. I was expecting to see maybe different biomes. Something like that. But no. Apparently not. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you did. Ooh, what is this? End drop? That's fun. What can I use this for? Oh, I've got all the ingredients for fire charges. What a beautiful coincidence. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, memberphone. It's on Sunday. Every member will make the stream longer. Make sure to come check out. Hopefully, if you're the sort of person who says $15 is basically the same as $0, it's a great stream for you to get value from. But yeah, thank you. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, my arrows. They're gone.